And it's Saturday night. So I gotta stop doing that. I gotta become more original. Instead of the whole SNL, it's Saturday night. Well, it is. But I'm not gonna do SAT or DAY night every time either. So hello everybody watching on playback or just popping in and take a peek on playback. Thank you. Do all the cool YouTube stuff. That would be awesome. And Jan is going to be making dinner or getting her dinner, and Shelby is popping in. Sorry, my eyes are still a little blah. I was modding for Miss Terody and in her chat tonight. Uh, awesome conversation again with Mary Grace. A lot of serious talk, but a lot of funny banter. It was off. It was not off. It was awesome. Excuse me. So I had to leave a while ago to grab something to eat. And hey, Amber is here. Amber, wasn't that a great show? Are they still going? I haven't had a chance to look. I had to lay down for a few minutes, close my eyes. Then Shan made me some ramen noodles, and then I hopped on here and to get ready. And Audra's here. Oh, it's so nice to see you get early in chat, Audra. How are you, my dear? So I will be having a special guest this evening. They will be probably arriving a little later. And I didn't send Miss Tarot D a link in the event. She had a little bit of energy left over after with her and Mary Grace, and if she wanted to pop, say hi. So, and I guess also there's another show going on. Hershey and Ginger decided to do a show as well tonight. So lots of variety in the U-Boob Tube community. And so, yeah, my guest will said that they will be running a little late. So, but a little hint, better later than ever. So I'll just put that out there and let everyone figure out who my guest is going to be. Really don't have a conversation topic. Well, I do, but I'm still going. They're still going strong. Oh my God. Okay, my daughter pulled me away, but I just checked. Oh, well, I appreciate those popping in to say hi. Um, wow, that was 4 o'clock to 5 to 6. Wow, 3 hours. Oh my goodness, she's going to be too exhausted to come on and say hi later. But yeah, I'm going to have quite a bit to have to finish watching. So, but I'm looking forward. I will be doing a little backstage chat on Monday morning with Grace, and got some questions for her. Want to pick her brain, pick her mind as a reader. So I'm looking forward to trying not to fangirl. I do fangirl. There are people in our community that I do fangirl over. Not too many, I will say that, but yeah, Mary Grace would be definitely one of them. Like I said, not so many others, but yeah. So I hope everyone's having a great weekend so far. I know UK is still hot. Um, just found out a few minutes before coming on live that I follow a channel on Instagram. His Instagram, Goran Music. He's Irish, and apparently Galway in Ireland got hit with a huge tornado today. I don't know if this was today or yesterday. I didn't see the date right away. So between what happened in Venezuela, those poor folks, with the earthquakes, and now tornadoes touching down in Ireland and the heat wave in the UK, the earth is definitely changing. Definitely changing. And I've been loving Grace's anti-consumerism content. I was binging her past few days. Yes. So when she starts talking about the perfumes, I'm like, I liked perfume, but I never really had any money that I had would not go to perfume. It'd be going to like art supplies when I was younger. But yeah, when she talks about her makeup, I even put on a little bit tonight. just because I got inspired with her and Miss Tarot D with their makeup on. But yeah, I'm really enjoying her content. I'm enjoying Lexi Fresh's content. We need something fresh in our community. And UK and France, not good. Yep. It sounds like they're getting hit with like the 100 degrees and stuff that we're used to here in the Southwest. And we get some of those temperatures up here too, in the Pacific Northwest. And nothing wrong with being a fangirl or fabulous friends. Yeah. Like I say, how long I've known Miss Tarot D, whenever she's popped on, I'm kind of like, I can't think straight because it's like, okay, what do I want to say? Do I say the right thing? And your brain goes a mile a minute. So I think that was too when Lexi joined Shelby and I to talk about Artemis. It's I was just like, oh my God, what do I say? What do I do? I really don't think there's anybody else in the community that, I kind of get jelly for. And there's Jax. Booyah. Let's see. Yes, we need to get boat rockers too stale and singing up in the tarot sphere for the most part. Oh, ding dong, ding dong. And here, fresh from his dinner at McDonald's, we have Tom. I couldn't resist. Hi, Tom.
I can always leave.
No, we're happy. You've been fed, and you're in a good place. People are like, what the fuck is she talking about? But Shelby would know. So Amber saying, hey, yay.
This isn't going to make it any better, but I actually had Outback.
It was Outback this time, huh? See, you can't get around it now. But don't worry, Amber. She was like, the boat rockers, silly keyboard. Girl, you have no idea. We'll just leave it at that. But when Shannon and I was out in Medford the other day, we ate at Carl's Jr. and we were heading to Walmart. And this person just could not wait to get ahead of us. And they're speeding, pull in front of us and turn. I'm like, boy, someone's in a hurry to get to Walmart. And no, they were hurrying to get into McDonald's. I'm like, well, I guess So Mickey D's has apparently got it going these days. I don't know what they're putting in their special sauce or in their steaks or in that lovely pink slime. But it's got people raring to go. I'm telling you. Hey, Tom. How was your week? Everybody's happy to see you. This Tom, hey. And Shelby said, nah, he went to Wendy's, I can tell. Sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Heather. Grounded. See, this is what happens when I watch Miss Tarot D for too long. Did you catch any of Miss Tarot D with Gracie tonight?
I literally joined just as you left.
Okay.
And then I was there for like 20 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, when I got there, it was like 98 minutes already had passed. I was like, oh boy.
Yeah. Okay. They went on at 4, and from what I understand, they're still. That's why I switched, crazy. The show from 6 to 6:30 because I figured, they usually have to chat for like about 2.5 hours. But yeah, so. Is a cult examiner here, and Javim, or Javim. Hello. Good to see you too.
Good to see you.
Let's see. Shelby says, all nice and sweet, but also the sour. Yeah, well, those days are long gone for me. But anyways, they just wrapped up. Wow. So yeah, I'm looking forward to talking to Gracie on Monday morning. On Monday morning. Her and I are doing it backstage. I got some questions for her. And so we're still, oh, hey, Wendy's my girl, but not quite a fangirl. Yeah. So, yeah, Tom, that was an interesting question because I was, we were talking about, Gracie being on, and I'm like, there's not very few people I like fangirl over, or fan over, coming on. I get nervous or excited. I'm like, oh my God, is there anybody in the community, whether in our community or in the outskirts, that you would like totally be like, oh my God? I know you guys would call it bromancing or still tarotmancing. I don't know, but is there anybody that?
Huh? I would say fangirling too. Why not?
Well, if it's a girl, yeah.
Or it doesn't matter. No, honestly, not really. I don't know. I mean,
you wouldn't get jelly for anybody who came on your channel, like, oh my God.
In the community, no.
Hi, Anna. It is Anna, right? Lady Blind Wolf. I'm still trying to remember names, but we got peeps popping in. So welcome.
I mean, if anybody, I would say, and it's probably only because I respect their work outside of the tarot community, would be Toadstool. Just because.
Oh wow, Robin.
Yeah, because Robin was he was in an important no wave band back in the day.
That's right. You've got the music connection.
So but yeah, anybody within the community, yeah. I'm like I like everybody for the most part. So.
Well, I know that's kind of a tough question too, because you don't do live shows that you would have a guest on. So, but if you had an opportunity where like, okay, what about a deck creator? Because you're like you get really jelly over some of these decks that you get, like the Lilith and stuff. Would any of them be something like, oh my God, Heather's like, what am I, I'm excited, but oh my God,
I mean, I'd be excited but trying to think if there's anybody. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, I do like Travis McHenry stuff, but yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know if I'd be like, oh, I don't know. I'm not very. I'm very chill usually because I've met like some people and like
well, yeah,
musicians and stuff like that, and I'm like, whatever, like I don't know. I think it's an East Coast thing. I don't know.
Oh, I know who he would get really nervous over. He'd be like, Heather, what the fuck am I going to do? I ran into Martin Gore, and he says he'll come on my channel and talk.
Oh yeah, well then, yeah. So we talk since then, and I'd be talking about
like, oh my God,
and
yeah. So I found one person that would really make you like.
There you go. That would do it. So yeah, that would definitely do it.
Wow, we got 11 people joining us. So besides the cult examiner, who is Jevon, we have Shelby, Anna, Lady Wolf, Blind Wolf is here. Amber, Psycho Pump of the Void is here. She says Molly Roberts, her speak. I don't know who that is, but I'll have to look her up. Shay is here, Magic with Moonlight, and Audra was here too when we started off. And Moira has joined us. Hello, Moira. And we have Irene. Let's see. Here we go. Arwen Lynch Poe. I would fan hard for her too. Arwen Lynch Poe. I don't know these people.
The name sounds familiar. I don't know why.
Interesting. And Anna says, I had my birthday last week and I got the Grateful Dead tarot. Do you enjoy it? Do you like it? I know Miss Nancy was like, I got the Beatles tarot. And she shared some of the cards with me, and she loves it. And they actually did a really good job. I will have to say, she was reading from the book, and they know extensively history and stuff of each of these people, of these band members, and what they put into the cards with the symbolism. This just wasn't like, oh, let's make some money and throw some, names of tarot cards onto a picture.
Was that the one by was it Welk? I think Welk is the.
I believe so. And Nancy might pop in to say hi, and if she does, I'll be able to ask her.
Yeah, I think we
And
talked about it. Yeah, because I saw that. I mean, I'm not a Beatles person, but
as we all know,
I wasn't crazy about. I thought it was a little too close to old. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's a little borderline copyright infringement stuff there, but.
Well, they would have had to have gotten permission from all the publishers and stuff, right, to be able to even.
That would be expensive, though, so I don't know if that's realistic, but yeah.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm not a Beatles person, so I would never buy that anyway.
And Shelby says Tom doesn't get excited; he gets extremely intrigued.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
So she knows you, Tom. She's getting, we're all learning. We were all seeing the softer side sometimes of Tom too, as well.
It's true. Yeah.
And Jan's like, "Hello, everyone. What did I miss?" Well, watch playback, and we had a few giggles, but other than that, just all still saying hello. Whatever it is, it's worth it to just be there.
The bullying just never ends.
Well, Tom didn't open the door. Autocorrect opened the door for him and laid out the full red carpet, and oh, Shelby. Jan, Tom just got back from Wendy's. No, he got back from the Outback.
I was Outback.
He was Outback. Oh, so Jack
doesn't really help.
No, it didn't help. And thank you, Jax, for putting everybody's channels in there for us. And Amber says Molly is a tarot witchy gal, who is an artist and sings in a feminist punk rock band. Very talented girl. Email me her, or just I'll try to find. She says Molly. I'll have to find that. She sounds cool. I'll have to check her out. Let's see. To be honest, I'm really, and I don't have a deck yet, but I'm a big fan of Ann Stokes. Ann Stokes. See, some of these names are leaving me, but it's good when we have new people come to my chat, because then I learn about new people and new other things. So it opens up my learning, so to speak.
I mean, I would say Mio M. I really like that tarot, so she would be an interesting person to talk to.
Who would be?
Mio M. She's a Korean.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a Korean tattoo artist, but she made the deck that I used to use it a lot. I don't have it out here.
Amber says Arwen was an old school OG tarot tube and made a deck or two. Okay. Gotcha.
I miss Moonlight.
And Jan is saying I'm having yellowfin sashimi with basmati rice and homemade kimchi. I can't eat that stuff. But if you're enjoying it, enjoy. And let's see. Shelby said, Anne, I love Ann Stokes. There's an oracle card of her artwork called the Gothic Tarot. I made like a Thanksgiving. Oh my God. I can have a Thanksgiving dinner any time of the year. And Anna goes, oh, I know Arwen. She and I don't know. Wait a minute. Okay. This is where sometimes when we type, we're talking so fast, we get a little bit of words. Oh, okay. So, I know Arwen. I don't know if she still works for US Games or not, but she's been the writer for like the LQ Oracle in English is translated to she who. Okay, I'm a little confused with the verbiage, but it's okay. Correction, Gothic Oracle.
Okay. Okay, it's not the Gothic Tarot that I was thinking it was, actually. I just Googled it now.
And so it says, I really want to get the music oracle, though. Magus, hello, my friend. How are ya? I'm enjoying the cooler tempers here in our neck of the woods. I hope you're enjoying some nice cooler Magus, it was so cool here yesterday. I was really wanting a hot chocolate. I didn't get one though. But I mean, it felt like fall here the other day. It was amazing. I'm like, yay, can we just jump from like spring, some nice warm temperatures, skip the 95 to 100, and just go into fall for the rest of the year? Oh.
Yeah, we're going up to 101 on Thursday.
What? In Jersey, 101?
Yeah.
Well, if you had any extra pounds you've been wanting to sweat off, there you go. Lots of water.
That'll happen.
Go sit outside and just go. But
it's going to be brutal.
That humidity is not going to be pleasant. I mean, it gets hot.
It's already horrible. It's already horrible, and it's not even like, I think it's in the 70s now. It's not that bad, but the humidity is killing me.
Wow. Yeah, I don't do both my feet. Well, my right one swelled up really bad, and I've chilled it, I've lifted it. It's just, yeah, not fun. Tom, oh yeah, Miss Moonlight. Tom is in the house, and it wasn't even me who invited him. He actually, so everyone says, or he says, I'm picking on him, I'm bullying him. Hey, he came on knocking on my door.
Lied. She was like, nobody's coming on. What am I going to do?
I just said nobody was coming on, so I was going to go half hour later.
I'd read between the lines.
Yeah, well, just like Stevie Nicks, you can read between the lines. Stand back. Just stand back. That's one of her lines in her song. You can read between. I said you can read between my lines. Stand back. No? Okay. Well, obviously Tom does not listen to Stevie Nicks.
No. Not particularly.
And so, yes, Miss Moonlight is acknowledging Neil Ims. So, all righty. Let's see. Okay, me too, Heather. I needed to empty my freezer for the move. Hoy. I hope the move is going well. And, oh, God, I really hate what StreamYard's doing here. Okay. Erwin Lynch does have her own YouTube channel. It's called Tarot by Arwen. Oh, okay. So Erwin Lynch is her name, but she goes by Tarot by. I'm confused, but that doesn't. It's not hard to make Heather confused. It's kind of like, okay. Oh, that sounds dirty. Have yourself a summer ween. That sounds. Yeah. Anyway. Irene says we just started our heat wave today for at least the next 15 days. Irene, if it's not like extreme frigid temperatures and below zero, when you're in my chat now, it's, extreme heat wave in my chat. Can we never find a nice, perfect, Goldilocks zone? Oh, so you're in Maine. Oh, she's like, no. Well, yeah, so you got that nor'easter-like weather that goes up the. Oh, click, 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 click. Okay, I must be too slow.
Sorry. No, somebody's messaging me about something else.
Okay. That's okay. 88 to 90.
I'm multitasking.
He's multitasking. You just don't see the other tentacles. He's got his Cthulhu, tentacles out, and so yeah. Shelby's going to get 102. He came knocking on my door. Let's see. Tom, Heather, play nice or no Frosties. Well, yeah. Florida, yep. I'm worried we can't have air conditioners in my new place. Why wouldn't you not be able to? Well, if the building's old and the wiring can't sustain that, you don't want to run the risk. You have to get, fans. Let's see. Oh, the stupid Google speak. It's Arwen Lynch. And yeah, she does have her own channel, Tarot by Arwen. Google speakers being stupid tonight. All righty. That luck zone in winter. Yep. So, oh, no air conditioning. Oh, Audra. Let's see. Ice fans. Or they call them the redneck coolers, where you get a cooler, you put the ice and you cut a hole, and then you just blow a fan through it, and and you can keep your beer, your drinks cool while you're blowing out the ice. But yeah, I keep seeing these ads. They said they're made by NASA. They're these like tiny little. They're like the size of this, and it's supposed to be an AC that you can just attach to wherever, and you turn it on, and within seconds, it's cold enough, and it's putting out cold air. And they said it's supposed to be NASA, and it's one of those.
I wouldn't believe that.
Advertisements that they throw up. I was like, it looks too good to be true, but everyone's talking about the the heat and the chill. Yes. Oh, Tucson. Yep, it got hot in Flagstaff too. I mean, you would be driving and my skin would be like feel like it was burning. It'd be like 80 something, but because of the higher elevation, the UV rays. So yeah, when it started climbing up into the 90s, damn, that was hot. So how do you plan on keeping cool?
Just sitting in front of the air conditioning. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to work in the living room, I guess. Because I don't have air conditioning in this room, so I don't know.
Ooh, that's right. Wow. But wait a minute. I thought you had AC in your room for the computers or to keep them from getting overheated. No,
I don't.
And the AC doesn't come into the room enough if you keep the doors
a little bit, but not all the way. It's manageable, but not when it's over like 96.
Yeah. Like you go in, you take a shower, you step back, and you're covered. You step out, and you're covered in the.
Exactly. It's horrible. I don't know.
And yes, Shelby, if you can leave some water out for wildlife, if possible. If you know your area is particularly dry, here it's people are good in Oregon, especially in Ashland, because it's a dog town. You will find bowls. People will leave bowls of water out on the sidewalks in front of the yards for wildlife for the dogs. But really, people really shouldn't be walking their dogs when it's that hot outside because people don't think they're little pads on their feet.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I feel really bad for some of the dogs that are owned by the unhoused here because they get dragged around up and down the streets all day on that pavement. And we have a new person here in town, and this poor dog is like some sort of Akita mix or something, and his fur is, you know how thick that it's matted and lumpy, and I'm like, that poor animal, it's just so yeah, try to think of the animals if you can, if possible.
I should try that, Miss Moonlight. You're right.
And I would freeze quart Ziploc bags too. And Kristen's here. Hey, Kristen.
Hey, Kristen.
Kristen Louise. And let me see. God damn stupid. Excuse my language. This StreamYard's pissing me off. Let's see. Humidity makes a big difference. Yes. You can get a floor model for $60. And Jan says, I've been setting everything up for the birds and the bunnies. Oh, fun fact. When I was having this beautiful moment last summer or fall, when I got to feed one of the deer in the park and I was able to pet her while she's eating out of my hand, I was lucky. Apparently, if you're spotted doing that, I could have been hit with a $500 fine. So apparently we can't feed the wildlife. I mean, I understand because you keep the wild, but with the deer, I didn't think, but apparently, yeah. So I got to be careful. They're making being homeless here illegal in my state. It's just the animals. I mean, I just can't. The poor animals.
Maybe instead of making it illegal, maybe build some housing.
Yeah, and then there's some that don't. So part of the, a little bit of education from what I've learned here is that so it doesn't come across as others as heartless bitch for people who are, in worse condition. But the thing is that some people who are unhoused or homeless, I mean, it's the same thing. They want it's the same thing. They're homeless. There are some that cannot help it. Like, we know Irene shared her story with us. There are people who are losing their jobs or they can't afford to live in even a freaking apartment and they're being forced to live, in a tent or in their car. Those people really, really, yes, they need help. And the people who do have addiction issues, yes, they need help very much so. But there are some, from what I've learned, come from such traumatic backgrounds in like being, and I watch my language, but abuse in the home and things and stuff where being in a building, being closed in with the door or something can cause extreme fear, anxiety, just panic. And for some, they feel safer outside. I've learned about that for some of them, not all of them, a small handful. So everybody's story is different, but a majority of what we have been dealing with here in our community is just people who can't kick the habit. They don't want to, you know, um, yeah, it's sad. I mean, there's a lot of, of course, mental health, again, trauma, but there are those that are extremely, aggressive. Um, and I've seen and I've heard what this aggression comes out at. And it's, everyone's story is different, but yeah, there is a need for facilities. What we're having the problem with here is that the council just keeps extending lawn hours for where they are allowed to camp. However, they're not willing to find another location for them to create a day space for people to. It's just it's ridiculous because some people are like, well, I don't want it over here because that they don't want that type of facility with those folks over in their neighborhood, and then they get angry at us, call us elitists on our street because we don't want them here in our park. It's just it's politics. A lot of it is politics. And I think that if, like Tom, like you said, if they got together, people, and provided these homes, that would take a majority of, them who, do need the help, that could have proper housing, that would be able to feel safer, being able to get treatment and know that they have support. So
Yeah.
again, every person's different. Each,
I mean, you're always going to have a percentage that can't they're just not able to function in that way. But making it illegal is not the answer either.
No. Mm-mm. It's not. And Jan said, I lost my house in Oceanside, California in 2015, and I was homeless for 2 years. So, yes, these people are, like Jan, these human beings need that type of help. And unfortunately, the ones that are in our circle here, they're more of, in the terms of, I don't want to work. I want everything provided for me. I mean, it's not it's just not a good mix. And a lot of them have a lot of anger issues. And when you add that to the drug use, it makes for a volatile situation. I mean, none of us want, because just before we moved here last year, some guy lit another guy on fire. And he ended up dying in Portland, and another guy got stabbed inside his tent here. And so it's really that need of providing that place for them to go with the storage. And so yeah, again, every person's situation is different. I'm trying not to dehumanize here, but there are a lot of people who just don't want to give up this lifestyle. They want to just continue using and living off and stuff. And it's just at some point, it's it affects the well-being of other people in the neighborhood. So but we're hoping before winter hits that they come up with a solution, or we're going to have the same situation that we had here over the winter, and that was not good. When you have people trying to come to the park and they're yelling at them saying, get the fuck out of here. This is our park, or if you look over there, what the fuck are you looking at? And then yelling at I mean, it was not good for a lot of us. And yes, making it illegal does not make the problem go away. Exactly. Um, but again, there are those who will take advantage of, the services and things, and refuse. And I know for a fact one of the girls is getting trafficked here. And there's someone, every night, like right now, they go and they hit all the garbage bins around here, going from bottles and things and stuff and whatnot. So, but yeah, trafficking is really bad here too. I talked about doing, the summit, and I saw a documentary made on the problem. It was very difficult. I won't go into details, but a lot of this all interconnects, with one another. And the problem is all stems back to trauma. And I think a lot of this could be fixed if people weren't afraid to seek mental health help and assistance. There's still such a stigma on it that people are afraid of being labeled and this and that. And I know some people in my chat, have said that they haven't had good experiences with people that they've, gone through for counseling or peer support, but that's not everybody. And so if I think, all this was addressed early on and services were provided and there was more of an open conversation and not so much swept under the rug, that a lot of people would be in a better place or be willing or not afraid or fear to be judged for getting, the help. And Heather will step off her soapbox now. I'm sorry, but it's just, but
I mean, it needs to be normalized more.
yes. I mean, it's, yeah, and Janet says,
And yes, you're not going to necessarily find the right person the first few times. It's going to take a few
might
tries
take a
sometimes.
couple times, but yeah. Oh,
You
Jan
have every
says,
right to just walk out of that. You don't need to if you're not
mm-hmm.
if you're not comfortable or happy with somebody, just say so.
That's what I've done.
Well, you don't even
Mm-hmm.
have to say anything. Just say, we're done.
Wow,
Get
Jan
out.
says, I admit I got really good at stealing from Walmart. All my camping and equipment stuff. Uh, yeah, they have a lot that. Well, look what happened to that poor boy. They accused the mother and father of stealing diapers. She tried driving away. The police pulled a gun on her, shot up her car, knowing that there was a 1-year-old boy, and then they killed her 1-year-old boy. I mean, it's just really, this is just not this world we're in. I don't even want to bring children into this. Yeah. And Miss Moonlight says the big change has been the housing shortage. There are so many empty, exactly. There are so many empty buildings. Most people, if given the opportunity, will get a home, but a lot of places won't rent. Yeah. And my friend Denise, her son has bipolar or something that, they have to kind of regulate. And she's been living here in Oregon for a while, and she knows that some people, again, with the trauma, it was one of the stories that she heard. I don't know if it was somebody that she knew through another person, but they were able to get a home, and they moved them in. This was an unhoused homeless person, and when they went to go check back on them about a month later, found the place was empty. They didn't want to stay there. They couldn't. They took their stuff and they found them back on the street and just said, I couldn't live in there. It was just they'd gotten so used to being outdoors or outside that, again, that inside structure was confining or threatening to them. So yeah, it's just getting through the day and most of the time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it is sad, but there are a lot that do become extremely violent, aggressive. They will use women in their camps to, traffic for their money, for narcotics and things, and it's just really ugly. But again, hello, Judith. If the proper programs were in place and provided for individuals, that number and the laws. I mean, I was amazed at learning about the laws when it came to especially trafficking when women or men get picked up for prostitution. They're the ones that get arrested and thrown into jail. The people who are pimping them out and then the buyers, they get a slap on the wrist, and the police, we saw it on the video, tell them, go on, get out of here. And they arrest the girl, and then they throw them into jail. Sometimes even on video, they caught on video physically slamming their heads into the, I mean, it's our whole legal system. Everything is really messed up here in the States. And I know this is probably not where people wanted to go for a conversation tonight. So, and Tom's like, but yeah, federal government on both sides, Irene, here in the States as well. So how do we turn a frown into a smile? How about a Happy Meal from McDonald's? Back in the day, whenever we see people who look like they were like, did not like today, we were at the store, Albertson's grocery shopping. This kid did not want to be there. He was cashiering. He was like, yeah. And I'm walking out going, man, in that situation, that person needs a Happy Meal because, so, but yeah. So there are a lot of places, though, that you can call. I'll just say one thing really quick in your area, whether it's mental health or if it's not, find places like NAMI, SAMHSA, find where your local DHS office is, Department of Housing Services. There are, nonprofit places that you can go to be able to get referrals. The good thing about today is we have with the internet that's good is you can Google, you can search, you can network and be put in touch with people and services that can help. So I'll end that right there. So did you have something in mind for tonight?
Nope.
Okay. Well,
no, I really didn't, honestly.
As you can see, Tom's so thrilled to be here anyways. But actually, I was thinking about something today as I was trying to straighten my room. And I was watching Lori's channel today, Craigie Brooke Witchery. She had gotten this casting, little casting oracle kit through the mail. And she was mentioning there that some people like to toss their books aside and not bother reading the books. And she goes, I think you can find a lot of wonderful information in there that you can add to your own intuition and your interpretations and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I've been saying a lot lately is, book. And I thought, well, that would be an interesting topic possibly, because I know when you get decks, Tom, you pay a lot too for the books. So how important are the books and how much of the information do you take from the books when you consult the cards from that deck? How important are the books to you in terms of reading? I love books.
I mean, it depends on the deck, I would say, because I like to understand where the artist or creator was coming from, like where their ideas were. And what is important to them in the card. Doesn't mean it's going to be what's important to me. Their symbolism that's they're using may not be, I may be digging something completely different than what they are in the deck, but I like to know where they're coming from at least. And I would say that's more so with like oracles, less so with tarot. Unless it's a way out there tarot. But just because oracles don't always have, one, they don't always have keywords. They may have a little bit of keywords on, or at least one keyword, but like you could take it a couple different ways sometimes, depending on, so I think it's always nice to be able to see that. Like, I really like a lot of the Usi decks. Like, I love the Supra Oracle. And that, like, basically they sell their book separate from the decks.
Oh, really? So they make you buy twice. No, talk
So
about
like you're paying
consumerism.
like the like
Yeah.
$50 for the deck or whatever, and then like
Wow.
$24 for the like the or whatever it is,
Before that, it
25.
should come covering 14 karat gold or something. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
mean, it is
that's
a separate. It's not like you're getting a flimsy like little white book or anything. You're getting like
yeah.
a substantial enough book. But sometimes it's a little lackluster. But I feel like I still need to have it. So I don't think I have. I had one out before, but I don't think I do now.
See, when it comes to the books, I like a good book, but sometimes there's just too much information. And then when you pull out your book, when you're doing a reading, there are people like, well, she's got to read out of a book. Well, yeah, because do you think I have how many decks? And a lot of them will have a book this thick. You think I'm going to be able to remember 10, 15 decks with books about this thick or so? Without, no, I'm not. So, yeah, I will. What about you? Will you? You're not, are you? How do I say, I don't say, are you? Do you feel, I don't know. Let me just ask then. Do you feel bad about when, let's say did readings tonight and you wanted to use one of those oracle decks that were really thick, would you care? Would you be bothered if, would you be concerned, if you pulled out a book to read from the book and share a passage from the book or so with them? Because that kind of seems to be another kind of form of gatekeeping again. It's like, oh, you shouldn't be reading out of the book if you're doing a live. You should, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I mean,
Yeah.
again, I think that comes down to like whether I know the person or not, and because if I'm the person getting the reading, let's say, let me put it that way, because I mean, I generally don't necessarily read from a book, but unless it's a new deck that I got, then I have no problem reading on, because like if I just got the deck, I'm not familiar with it, and it does add another layer to it, in my opinion. But and yeah, I mean, when you have like a lot of decks, it just you don't remember, like you said. It all just
See,
you don't
for
remember
me,
exactly like some of the specifics about it. But I mean, obviously we all have our like, what the cards mean. We all have our and the way that we read, the way that we interpret what we're getting. I can understand why somebody would feel a certain way about seeing somebody reading from a book. But it depends on the circumstances, honestly. Like, if I went if I was in person with somebody and like asking them, like, yeah, no, don't read from a book. Like,
well,
that's a
for
problem.
me, like with the
But unlike
hush tale,
something like this, like,
Jeremy approaches his cards. You get the basic meaning, but for me, some of these authors, like Jeremy, put a very unique spin on it. So
yeah,
when I do like readings on here, I'll pull cards. I'll be like, well, this is what I go. Let's see now what Jeremy had to say, because I'll know that I love. He'll mention what type of bird we're looking at. It'll mention, why he put a certain like dry husk or he put a weed in there. And so for me, I love books, for that. And
yeah,
so during live shows, some people are like, well, you should be reading from a book. And then you have some people who do nothing but read from a book. And so you're kind of losing, to me, there's a balance,
yeah,
and what you feel most comfortable with. And if you really
exactly, yeah,
don't care what people think, then,
yeah. But I also am like, if you're doing free readings on YouTube, you
mm,
get what you get, people. Like
yeah.
it is what it is. But yeah, no. If I was somebody who was, and I went to some, whether it's at a fair or
Oh,
actually
yeah.
going to somebody's place, like I'd be like, if somebody
No.
pulled out a book, then, but
Yeah. That's
it is what it is.
understandable. Yeah.
But
But some of these books are so thick, and it's like, oh my God, there's no way I could possibly,
oh yeah,
be able to
yeah,
remember, especially if there's really good, juicy, information or tidbits,
yeah.
in there.
Yeah, I mean, like look at a card like this. Like, how do you necessarily like read that? I mean, obviously there's different things you can read from it if it comes up, but
Ooh, the dragon in the water, the dragon in your subconscious,
yeah, exactly. I mean, there's definitely
your
things you can
intuition.
pull from it. Yeah,
Ooh, yeah,
but
exactly.
so for then I would probably pull up the booklet and look at it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
this is the cryptid tarot, by the way. I suppose.
Ooh, the cryptid. So I wonder what is that? I don't think that's Nessie because most people like to use that popular fake image. Now that was
No, I don't
debunked
think
where they
that
stuck that.
one is,
You
but
see
there
the
is.
head coming out of the water. That was a piece of wood. They cut the shape out and they put a thing on it to float it, and turned out that was how they got that Nessie photograph.
Oh, look, another fake cryptid.
Ooh!
You tell Shan. You tell
He's
Shan.
determined. Shan is determined that film is real, and he
There you
can
go. You don't
explain.
think that's real? You don't think that's real?
No, unfortunately, they found out how it was done.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
Yeah,
but it doesn't mean that they're not real, though.
exactly.
Because again, how our dimensions cross. I think these things do appear when veils, dimensions cross over, and people see things they probably really did, and for all we know could be residual as well. So there's several possible elements, and it's getting closer to that date when I need to go to the park and take that photograph again too.
Yeah, you got to remember that.
Yep. Miss Moonlight did ask me a question. What is my favorite oracle? Well, I still have the one that you got me, Miss Moonlight. But for my favorite oracle, I kind of go through phases, but I do love like the book that I just pulled, the Magical Botanical. Like I said, this is thick. So I'll kind of just go there and say, okay, this is what calls to me, what line, because there's like magical, plant, divination, reverse. I really don't do reverse. So I'll feel like, okay, what's drawing to me? Is it the magical? Oh no, we're going to go plant. Are we going to divinate? Then I'll look for a line and then I'll read. But the artwork by Maxine Miller is absolutely incredible. I love my folia. My folia is amazing. And I have those Seasons of the Witch Oracle decks that I have. There's a lot of art that just makes me happy. Like when Kristen Louise and I were doing our positivity VR last week, when it comes to what decks make you feel warm and comfy and cozy and safe and stuff. I love the Seasons of the Witch. Did you have a favorite? We'll pose that question to you too. Do you have a favorite oracle, Tom?
So, I mean, I used to the go-to answer for me was the Supra always, but
The Supra. You've
yeah.
shown that one before, right?
Yeah, it's like it looks like engravings. I don't have it out. I don't know. It's probably in the box,
Oh, that one. Yes.
but I have to say I've really come to really like some of the newer Daniel Martin Diaz stuff, like the what is it? The Myth Oracle. I really like, which kind of has a similar feel. And then what's the other? One of the Deviant Moons I really like.
See, I could not get into his artwork, but I will say the Deviant Moon, that color palette he chose.
Which
I
one for
just don't like the artwork. The
the
Deviant
Deviant
Moon.
Moon? Oh, I hate the color palette. That's the problem I have with it.
What? No, that's
I
weird
I
because
don't
every
like
time
that
I
deck at
send
all.
Tom one of my pieces of artwork, he's like, "Ooh, I like the color palette. Oh, I like where you're going with this.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean
this is
that's
cool." And
that's
I'm
two
just
different
now I'm
things.
thinking, boy, he's just
Yeah, I'm just
being
blowing
nice
smoke up
to
your
me.
ass. Yeah.
Oh, that's where the extra gas came from. Jeez, Tom.
No, but I like the oh my god, what is it? I'm looking at the site now because I'm totally blanking on
Soul
what oracle it
cards.
is.
Someone said soul cards. And while you're looking, I am going to share. Moira said, I hate having to consult a book
Yeah.
to understand a deck when reading. Nice option, but it disrupts the flow for her.
Well, yeah, I
And
agree. I agree. I do agree with that statement. It does disrupt the flow. That's a good way of putting it. Um, but I would also argue then that's just you haven't worked enough with the deck either. Zammer Twins, yeah, that's a well. I like that deck, Miss
oh, I got,
Moonlight. I do like that deck, but
oh
I
wow,
have
chat's
issues with it.
talking.
It's the other one. The oh my god, what is it?
Oh my God, I'm right. I was trying to look at the starred questions and I didn't realize how far chat had dropped. Yeah.
Gallery of Hallucinations. The Felix Knox Gallery of Hallucinations Oracle by Deviant Moon. Yeah, that one I like too.
Oh
That's a
wow.
favorite.
Okay. So let's see, talking about Mildred. Okay, so she mentions Mildred Payne.
Yeah, I think Japan's
Um,
right. Yeah, yeah.
Seamus Moonlight. I got a new deck called the Mystic Fairy Tarot, and I love it. That's nice when we can connect with the art that it does speak to us. And there's this, okay, I'm not sure who Zammer twins are, but apparently Miss Moonlight and you are on the same kind of vibe, maybe even with Lexi
Yeah,
on
we
the
like
types of
we like a
decks.
lot of the same decks. Yeah, Xamarin Twins is also a Deviant Moon.
That would be a great show. You, Miss Moonlight, and Lexi on these decks. The ones that, aren't like mass market or quite, palatable maybe to some of us
Yeah,
because of, like the other night when Selena's like, yeah, Tom and I are going to do, a show on, this new deck on, Satan and Baphomet. And I'm like, what? I didn't realize it until she laughed and I went, oh, that's at my face. But yeah, I wasn't expecting all those, but yeah, different tastes, different, spiritual,
yeah,
you know. Judith says, I myself am not into anything pertaining witchcraft, so excuse me if I do not comment. Oh, Judith, we're all on different paths and we all respect each other. If something doesn't, feel safe or resonates with us, that's fine too, honey. I've been using the Mirror Muse and Stone and Shadow. I love the names. I get intrigued with the names because they're poetic. And then when I go look at the cards, I'm like, the Somnia would have been so cool, but why
Oh,
is everybody's faces covered in that?
you know what? That's true. I forgot that the Disomnia Oracle is. I haven't actually been using that at all. I really need to pull it back out. I love Disomnia. Disomnia Tarot is so good.
What's it with their face? I mean, you don't. I don't. It's so ominous. It's like, um,
I don't
it's
know.
almost kind of like it's like a quiet violence in a way. It makes me feel like their faces are being covered. What happened to their faces? Were they? You know what I mean? It's like a
I think
shroud,
that's
and it's uneasiness, and that's might be what he wanted. But the
yeah.
photography is
I mean,
beautiful.
it's yeah. I mean, it's supposed to be based on his uh, s- uh sleep paralysis, right? If I remember correctly. Um, but yeah, Somnia is so good. I mean, I think honestly, when people have a problem with the deck, I think it says more about them than it does about the creator. But I mean, I think it's
Well, the image
uh,
wise, I mean, most
yeah, it's you're
people when they
reacting
see a
to
shroud
the
like that, it represents death or something that needs to be hidden because something had been done to disform or mutilate the body. So when you see, for me, when I see stuff like that, I'm like,
I
it's
mean, I think
unnerving. It's
but that's you putting I think you're leaping to a conclusion there that
No, I'm saying it's
doesn't necessarily.
possibilities.
Yeah,
I mean, I know
yeah,
that that's not what's going on underneath there, but for it's a possibility for some, and for me, it's and maybe again, it's that like with any piece of art, you walk up to it and you get the feels off of it. It's like either, oh, I don't like this, it makes me uncomfortable, but that's what the artists want. They like people to react to their artwork. Some, you know,
yeah,
are open to how different people react to it. For me, again, gorgeous photography. I
yeah.
really wanted to get that deck, but then there was just so much of the even Shan was watching the flip through with me, and he's like, "Ooh, honey," even he kind of was, and so it just depends on maybe a different type of psychology involved too, in how we perceive images and visuals
Yeah, I mean,
in our
yeah,
psyche.
that's my point. Yeah, I mean, that's basically what I'm saying. It's a psychology of it. But I do think I know most people when they do like they feel like it gives a darker reading, and maybe it does. I mean, I definitely tend to lean towards having decks that are a little bit like darker in their imagery. But
Hmm. And they serve their purpose for certain types of readings too.
yeah, I mean, some people like to separate their stuff out in that, like, with shadow work and blah blah blah, inner child work and all that stuff. To me, I don't like to separate that out personally. To me, all work is shadow work or vice versa. But
So you can use the gummy bear tarot for shadow
I
work.
I mean, why not? Why
Okay.
not? If you especially if you're using shadow work to get through like childhood trauma or something, why wouldn't that be the perfect thing to use? Um yeah. Yeah,
Well,
somebody is so good. It's such a good deck. I
I
do
mean, I
love it.
still want to get it, but it's just like, hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if I have it.
I don't know if it's
Hold on a
it's
second.
weird because a lot of decks now have their, and I know it's because some will be using AI, but like on my Heaven and Earth deck, the faces are kind of like, and body is kind of like blurred. It's like someone that you had the detailed image, but then there was like a slight blur to it where you can see the shape of a breast or a face or something, and it's there, but it's not all there. And so kind of like that, it's like it's there, but not all there. And for me, when it comes to faces, it's like I need to see a face or something. Again, but it's just again personal preference. And yes, like they're death shrouds. Yes. Good night, Judith. Thank you for being here. Let's see. I thought quite a few times I had really bad experiences with excuse me, with sleep paralysis, and have rationalized that I have a super bad deviated septum. So maybe it was just suffocating myself. We were watching something recently that talked about what causes that sense of sleep paralysis, where people think that there is a shadow person in the room, and for some of those cases or instances, that's probably what it is. But for others, it's not. So again, it's different experiences that we all have. Oh, really? Interesting. That's one of so for me now, when it comes to investigations, the true crime or any of like the paranormal and stuff, most of the time I will go for this deck. It has the mood, it has the color, the palette, the energy, and you can tell this deck has been loved. I mean, so yeah, when it comes to something that's more shadowy, something like, I wonder what's going on with this particular situation. I'll go and I'll kind of take a look and go, oh, okay. And my decks are marked for what's considered a yes and no question. I know a lot of people don't like to do the yes or no. I just put them on the cards just to get an idea that it may assist in the reading. But so yeah,
Yeah.
let me.
So
Oh,
I couldn't find my Oracle, so I must have it boxed. But
oh, Shelby. Yeah.
I did pull the
Ooh,
tarot. So just in case people
it's
aren't
chippy.
familiar.
It's chippy, a bit, Miss Moonlight, but it's a really good, still firm card, and it's just I've used this. I mean, all those investigations we did and stuff. This has always been my main deck, so I'm really happy that it's still withstanding and it shows some love. So,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
this is the revised edition, which does
Woo!
gilding, which is nice. But
Now that's not one of the ones that you had to spend $50 on the deck and then $50 on the book.
his book is sold separately. I mean, he has a good book that the book
I
that
can
comes with
understand
it.
that though. Yeah.
It's a good book that comes with it, but he also has a nice paperback that's I would recommend getting as well. It's like $22. It's not that bad. But yeah, I mean, it's got heavy imagery. I mean, it's this is the Fool card.
Oh wow.
I mean, this is heavy imagery in it, but
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, look at how do you not love this though? The High Priestess.
I love everything, but I can't with the face. It's like someone's being suffocated, like someone's, and they're for me. It just to me it ruins it for me.
Yeah, but then
I mean, if it was more like see-through and veil, but when it looks
look
like
at that.
someone's
Oh, it's
being
gorgeous.
suffocated,
That's
that
the
is
sun
cool.
one.
That's the sun card. Wow.
Yeah.
At least there's no creepy baby. There's just a creepy guy now.
Exactly. Yeah.
But no,
No,
the art,
I understand why people have a
composition is beautiful too. He
yeah, and
really
it's funny
considered
because I'm
composition.
generally not a fan of photography decks. I usually close your eyes, Selena, if you're here. I usually don't like them because it's usually not well done. But I do like. I mean, he's a great photographer, so it works.
Shelby, the bag over the head is a little bit much, for her too. Is there another?
So
You're
if you, I'm not a fan of this version of the deck at all. I wish I had the Oracle, but I don't know where.
Miss Moonlight says, I agree with Tom regarding photography.
Yeah. If you, this is, I guess, 3-box one too. He also does, let me see if I can find the card. Yeah, here you go. There's also a line art version of it.
A line art. Oh, see, no.
It doesn't have the same.
It doesn't have the same impact on it.
Yeah.
No. I mean, it's cool, but not the same impact.
I tossed and turned about getting this version for so long, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna get it, and then when I got it, I was like, I'm never gonna use this.
Yes, Garnet. Francis Bacon's figurative. Yes, that's some disturbing shit too. But they're beautifully painted. I mean, it's just you want to turn away and go, oh, not look at it, but then you're still captivated at how it was painted. I mean, yeah.
And if Kristen Louise is still here, I happen to find my Tita Barrow vamp.
Tita Barrow.
This is we were talking about it the other day.
Okay.
I said this was the deck that I think she would really like. I don't remember. It's all.
Oh yeah, that very cool.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
So
my era, I must have past lives in that era. I love the Victorian, the Deco, the Nouveau. I mean that whole time period. I just absolutely love
I didn't even realize I got an autograph with it.
The furniture.
But I did.
You had the deck and you didn't know you got an autograph. Oh my God. Miss Moonlight says that she has not heard of that deck.
Yeah, it's actually I think this was Lexi turned me onto this one. Because I hadn't heard about it either.
Is that expensive deck or is it relatively?
Yeah, no, it's pretty expensive. It was on Etsy. I think it was like $80 or something like that.
Jesus,
it was kind of
Christ.
expensive. This has a weird.
The last time I spent that money on the deck, I have some of the cards, but I rarely touch the deck because it's too much off of regular tarot, and now it's just like that Emerald Papyrus. Yeah. There's some beautiful artwork on the deck, but I just
This is the guidebook it comes with. It's kind of crazy. You can
The Van
choose.
deck?
Yeah, you can choose
Really?
what the thing is, but it's like an accordion style.
Oh,
So
that's cool.
yeah, it's an
Oh,
interesting.
and the font. I love all of it.
Yeah. It's a really well done deck. But
Yeah, it has to be a good photo. Somebody just said, I think it was Kristen Louise who said she just got the Circle of Doors or something. It was either her or somebody else.
yeah,
The
I think
one
it
that
was
was
personal use. Yeah, I think it was her that said that.
that one's I've been wanting, and Miss Moonlight said, as I think of it, I have quite a few photography decks. They just have to be cool.
Yeah, I have a couple.
Feels like it's cheating. Oh, I don't like photograph Oracle decks. I feel like it's cheating.
I mean, I
Interesting.
disagree with
It,
that. As
it
somebody
depends.
who studied photography, I disagree with that.
Yeah,
But photography is a fine art. There's a lot of
it
people that
is.
think that they're photographers that aren't.
That
But
aren't. But if people, came to see our show on Wednesday with Selena and Allison and I, that photography she did for her deck that she's releasing, it's phenomenal. She did a really good job, and I cannot wait until
yeah,
I
I
can
think
pre-order that deck from her. I don't care how much it's going to cost me. I want that deck. It's amazing.
yeah, I'm definitely picking that up.
It is a fine art. And Alfred Stieglitz made sure because he thought, people felt the same way, when photography, and he claimed it's a
Mhm.
fine art, and people looked at him like he was off his rocker. And he's like, no, I'll prove it. And he did. He made photography a fine art in this country. Maybe around the world too. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, he definitely helped that. Yeah, I mean, definitely.
He was a pioneer of it and a promoter. Let's see, she is a talented photographer. Selena, if we're still, yeah. Shelby has a question. Is there an Oracle deck that's photography of ghost sightings, like photos that have ghosts captured on it? I would probably think so, but I wouldn't know. And of course, if you pull out any cards, Tom's going to be, oh, that's fake. That's fake.
Well,
That's
I was gonna say that no, because there's no real ghost photos, but
well, you don't
that
know that.
don't know that, but
What about that one from 1990? Do you think that was fake with that figure sitting in that cemetery? They were just wandering through and they came
oh, in the
across
Chicago cemetery one.
yeah, there's Chicago, Michigan area somewhere, and
Yeah,
they had the figure. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
there's so many ways to excuse that away. But yeah, I don't know. I don't believe it now. I don't think there is one though, Shelby, to answer the question, because that's probably too hard to. The rights to get those images would be insane.
Jan says, I'm a photographer. I've taken photographs all over the world. I photographed 5 solar eclipses, but they're not oracles.
I mean,
To other
anything.
people, they might be. It
Yeah.
just depends on how. Let's see, that would be a rad deck. And let's see, Moonfox. Harry Price was a famous ghost hunter. I don't know Harry Price's name. I know the files that they were doing with I can't think of his name now. The Medium. Why is it whenever I want to pull up names nowadays, I see their faces and I can't pull up Cindy Kaza. They did the with the bald dude. That's in the current
The what? It's what the name.
Holzer files.
Yeah,
Holzer
Holzer. Yeah.
was considered the first ever, and he would just take, his, and they would do so. I mean, that might be hard to debunk because he was just walking around interviewing people and stuff now with the medium, whether or not, she was actually having spirits, speaking through her. Don't know. The one with the lady sitting on the gravestone. Yeah. And when I was a little girl, I used to grab the books off the shelves at school and I would look at them and then I'd be so afraid to fall asleep at night.
Yeah. I don't know. I
But
don't think Holzer was the first. I don't know. I wouldn't say that at all. Because that wasn't that long ago.
Schrader, Dave Schrader.
Dave
I knew
Schrader. That's
eventually.
the
Yeah,
bald dude you were talking. Dave Schrader. Yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah.
enjoyed Dave Schrader enough.
Yeah, he still has a show where, and I didn't realize, but Fleming got hit with cancer, I guess,
Yeah,
and somehow he's managed to,
yeah. I
hang
think that
in
was like
there.
last year that happened. Yeah,
I kind of questioned his, though. I was, I'm on the fence with some of them. Like I used to be like, ooh, chip coffee, but now I don't know. Sometimes with chip, it feels too vague for me because I've watched other people do mediumship. It just felt like, like with Cindy, you put
Selena.
Cindy or like M. Bellinger, and how they read, and then you put them next to coffee. I'm like, that they get more details and things that people don't know about you, and usually, yeah, and then you know what I mean. You can kind of
Yeah,
start seeing where some people are. I'm
Selena's
not
ears
saying
were
that he's
ringing.
not. Hey, we conjured her. Hi, Selena. Stopping by to say hello and good
We were
night.
just talking about your deck.
Yep, we were just talking about your deck. Um, Yeah, because Tom was pulling out the Somnia and talking about photography decks and whether oracles can be, photography can be any oracle made. So no, it was, I think it was Jan was saying that
Yeah,
when it comes to oracle decks, photography isn't really the best medium. If I was remembering, Jan, if I quoting you properly, to you it was an oracle deck of photography isn't a strong oracle deck. And I was like, but did you see Selena's photography for her Gettysburg deck? So yeah, so we were talking about your photographs, your deck, and everything. So
yeah. If you need to see Selena's deck, you have to go watch the video that she just
she did
did.
with Allison and I Wednesday
Yeah,
night. She was, I mean, talk about being honored seeing some of the initial images
yeah.
on a channel. So thank you, Selena. um, so
There
and
was a
Beth is here.
question.
Hey, Beth.
Tom, do you have Tarot V? I don't know if I know what you're talking about, Miss Moonlight. Tarot V.
Okay, okay. Let me go up further. I don't see that. I'm trying to catch up with
I'm gonna
chat.
say I don't have it, but that doesn't mean I do.
Okay, oh,
Um,
there we go. Tarot V. What does the V stand for?
oh, it's the low Scarabeo, the low Scarabeo deck. No, I don't have this. I don't think I would buy it.
Let's see. I made a video on my phone with an eagle on a post, and then a black flowy thing flew out of it. I put it on FB, but can't find it. And the phone was like 15 phones ago, but showed many, many people. Wow. I wonder why they took it off of FB. Oh, well, it's just maybe because of so many posts, but an eagle and then a black mist thing flew out of it. Wow. Whoo. I don't know, girl. Let me see. I'm just catching up, going upwards here. Let me go back down. I'll send you a link, Tom. It's so good.
Yeah, send it to me. Let me look at it. I'm only seeing a couple images of it, and if
Okay.
it's the one I'm thinking of, that I'm seeing, and
So
I'm
Shelby's bringing the questions for you tonight, Tom. So, Tom, tell me, how come a ghost can't be photographed?
because they're not real.
You can't say that because you say they can be or they
No, I
can't be.
know. I'm
You're not
joking.
quite sure. So
I'm
really, you
joking.
can't say they're not real because
I'm not
you keep
saying
it.
that. That was a joke.
I know, but I'm just pointing out that
No.
but yeah.
Near, near, near. Um,
Or near.
well, there's a
But
couple answers to this actually. So,
I mean, I have my opinion too, but well, she asked you directly, so you get to
one,
go.
to find what a ghost is would be my response, but two, I mean, there's people that believe that whatever the phenomena is, you can't actually, like, it's just not capable of being recorded for whatever reason. Now, I don't know. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. but that would explain why there's literally zero video and photo.
I mean, there's
Proof.
video and photos, but Tom feels that a
It's not
majority of
just
them are fake.
me. It's not just me. I mean, you could fake any of those things. Anything that you show me is easily fakeable or explainable from double exposure, lens flare, lighting, anomalies in lenses. It's just so many reasons of how, and people run with shit, and it gets way out of hand. And the amount of fakes out there. This is why I get annoyed about the fakes, because the more that people put fake stuff out there or keep trying to push so much obvious fake things, like it discredits anything that potentially could be real. So if you actually care about the paranormal and learning what it actually is, because I don't think it's dead people. I don't think it's you know, necessary. It could be, maybe it might be energy. It may just be overlapping time, but we know nobody knows what anything is. But you're not going to find it out by looking through all the space stuff. That's why I'm like, if the Bigfoot, if the Patterson Gimli film ends up being proven to be a hoax, like it's seeming like it might be. I mean, good that it's found out to be a hoax. It's bad for all the people that hang their careers on that, but it'll be one less thing, one less distraction, hopefully, if people actually do. I don't think people are going to stop believing it, though, regardless, because too many people have too much invested in it.
Well, that
It doesn't mean Bigfoot's fake. Doesn't mean Bigfoot doesn't exist.
Yeah, I was going to say, Shan wouldn't lie and make something like that up. But,
yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah, I like, that's my thing. I'm not trying to say like people's experiences don't happen, because they do.
I really hope that they can, because the documentary, the film is not out yet, but there have been certain people who have been allowed to see it, and he's watched those videos, and the people just come in like depressed as hell, like, man, we thought, and and Shan's just shaking his head, no, there's something that, and I'm like,
it doesn't mean Bigfoot's not real. That's the problem. People put way too much stock in one thing, and it doesn't mean anything. That's the problem. And Shan's got he has invested interest in it, because he
was friends with the kids.
Friends with the kid, yeah.
Yeah, the kid. His father filmed it, Patterson. So now Lady Blind Wolf Anna said, "Oh, you can photograph them." She said, "We had one in our house. I didn't believe my kid. And my kid took pictures. He was sitting right on the stairs looking at us, but you couldn't really make out the face, just the eyes, but the whole body." I don't know if there was more to this. No. So she's saying that, they didn't believe, and they took
weird
it.
Things. Yeah. I mean,
Like my weird photo, I'm going to see if I can reproduce that. And if I can, then okay, the fun is out of the photograph, but if it's not there.
Not necessarily, because
if it's not there, and I'm like, okay, then
I'm actually more interested if it is there to see, like, to me, if you go back at the same time and you take that picture and the same thing happens, then I'm like, I'm more intrigued by it.
Really?
Because you've gone back since and it hasn't been there. So if it's there at the same time, then that's weird.
Could be like anniversary energy too. Something might have happened there. So Miss Moonlight, Bigfoot, Factorial. Factorial. Yeah, I saw what you did there. A ghost could come to me now and I would be like, how can you prove you're real? Ha ha ha. Boy. Yeah. We have your twin right here.
I mean, I think there is an experience that people have. I'm not saying that it's not. I don't think
Yeah,
I
I
just
agree
have
so.
less belief more and more that it's a formerly alive person. Let's just say it that way.
So when it comes to photographs, I'm going to add my little because Shan watches TV pretty much day in day out, and so he covers a whole variety of subjects. And a lot of times he has been watching videos on Bigfoot and paranormal, and how they're talking about a lot of times, like with any paranormal phenomena, with the research, they're starting to notice more and more that before, not necessarily inside a house, but outside, like with UFO, Bigfoot, any cryptid, or anything that's like outside, they sometimes end with crop circles. They're starting to see that there is some sort of orb of light that will be in the area, and then that orb, for some people are starting, other stories are coming forward, is where the orb disappears, changes, whatever, and then they see the figure. So there is this kind of conversation now that it's energetic, it's energy, and it moves through and it materializes, in whatever shape or form that this energy, wants to take. So right now, there's so many different roads that it could possibly be.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I believe that some of it's residual. It's a playback of an event that happened. I think like that video when the cop was on that back road at night and he hits his sirens because his car flies in front of him, runs off the road, but then disappears into thin air, and it was an old. So for me, I think that video is real, and what he caught was residual because there was an accident in that area where a man lost control of the car, and killed him and his fiance or wife or whatever it was. So there are going to be video and I think and photographs of things that are residual that were actually caught. And then again, like that one conversation we were having the one night, like it was possibly with Selena, I think it was, where sometimes these spirits aren't ready to leave yet, or they're afraid to leave yet. And one of the stories I'm going to share, I may have shared on my old channel, but where I used to live, about an hour and a half away from me, is one of the famous asylums that people go to do paranormal investigations at. I can't think of I think it's it'll come to me. Genesee, it's in Genesee County. It's the asylum that's in Genesee County. I don't know if it's rolling something, but anyway, it's where the tall. If you ever seen the paranormal shows where they talk about the not the dwarf, but the giant that had lived there. I can't think of his name offhand, but people have photographed him there. So people go there. This one woman owns it. She's the manager. She runs it, and she has people come and do investigations. There's supposed to be a bad spirit that lives, that still is still connected to there. And when Amanda and I went to a local psychic fair, we saw that she had a table. There were a couple of tables where people had the investigative, and we were like, wow, because this is something that Amanda, my friend Amanda, and I really kind of wanted to do. At one point, we wanted to get involved and start investigating on our own, and completely turned us, I think, kind of us both off, at least from that perspective at that point. But we went up to the woman, Stan, and she was the owner. She goes, "Yeah, I'm the manager. I own and run the asylum." And I remember standing there going, "But," I go, "do you ever have anybody, any mediums or psychics, come on the property and try to move on any of these souls that are still stuck here?" And she looked at me and she's like, "Nobody she either says touches or messes with my spirits." She gave me a dirty look and she walked away. And I went, man, I looked at each other. We're like, what? And man, I was like, we're getting, yeah. And we walked right away. She did not like. And so here we go. Here is a individual who is in it for the money. Does she really care about the spirits? Because, if she did, why not try to have people, come on and try to help. I mean, the kids, there's some kids still there, people. And I had the guy next to her, said, well, sometimes there's spirits that, want to stay there because they want to stay there. And I'm like, but just for her reaction to say that nobody messes or touch, her spirits, it's
Mhm.
like, lady, if she is really withholding ways for spirits to move on, that's going to be an amazing kick in the karmic ass that she's going to get. um you know and I'm not making this up. I mean, I was flabbergasted that this woman would choose to keep making money on keeping souls and things in her place so that she can make a buck off of it instead of, you know what I mean?
I mean, there's all types of people in the world. You know, we live in the world.
And
We live in the state of the world that we live in right now. So
And
yeah,
even Amy Allen had that problem when she was doing the Dead Files. She would go into a place and then later on find out after she walked through and told them, this is what's going on here. This is how you need to be able to help these people or spirits to move on, especially at, was it Wolf Manor or something that she had been at. And the guy, was like, well, no, we just wanted to see who was here. He goes, we're not going to bring anybody in. We're going to open this place up for investigations. And the look on her face, I swear she wanted to reach over and strangle that. And after going through all that and telling him, this is who you have here, and this is what you need to do to help these people move on, because it was another place where they would house people with insanity and with mental health and stuff. And she told him, this is what you need to do to help them. And he was like, no, not going to do it. We're opening this up as an investigative place. They're staying. Oh, so that's what I'm saying. Some of these people, I'm not going to want to be there when it comes time for their you know there's I mean,
no.
that's
I mean,
awful.
people are terrible. But yeah, I mean, I don't know.
And then you do have the ones that stage stuff, like what happened with Grant and a few other, channels, for ratings and things. So, like
I
you
mean,
said, it
I would
muddies the
argue all of them,
waters.
but anybody that's on a TV show is generally staging things, I would think. But
Mm-mm,
especially on
mm-mm.
a network show, definitely. Um,
I don't have Netflix. Have I ever seen the movie A Dark Song?
that was what I was laughing at. I don't know if that's a Heather movie. I don't know. I'd be curious to know.
I don't like really violent, gory movies. So if there's,
It's not violent and gory necessarily.
I mean, I like spooky, but I mean, The Others was an amazing movie.
The Others
That
is a
one I liked.
fantastic movie. That is a
The Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, that is a great movie.
I was just like, what? What? I won't spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it. I
Yeah,
would say
yeah. Don't spoil it because yeah, exactly, Shelby.
my friends
Um,
say that what my friend says, what is all those lights around you? I was like, oh man, didn't notice that. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Moonlight. I missed a whole bunch here because I was
that was
sharing that
yeah. She was
story.
talking about a photo with the orbs. Yeah, I mean to get back to that a little bit. Um, one, I 1000% think that the footage that you were talking about, the dash cam. One, I don't even think it's a police dash cam. So
Okay.
I know that's part of the story, but I don't even think it's that because there's, if I remember correctly, and I could be wrong, there's nothing on it that says it's a police department dash cam. So I wouldn't trust that, but I think that looks so fake anyway. I think that's
Okay.
100% CGI. But
Okay.
I know you don't.
Well, no, you have more experience with photography and video and stuff, so you're going to you
I mean,
know, more knowing more about this than me. Now,
yeah,
if I was there and I was some, I'd be like, no, Tom, I said, but yeah, I I get you. It could have been,
yeah. I mean,
cough, cough,
it's a
ghost
different story.
adventures.
If it's your photo that you took, that like I definitely give that a much more weight than some viral video that's on like TikTok and shit. But Um, just because that shit is what brings in clicks. Like it's crazy how, and that's why there's so much fake bullshit out there right now. It's crazy.
Miss Nancy,
Hey, Nancy.
are you still here? Tom wanted to know because I was telling him in the beginning of the show that you got your Beatles tarot. If you're still here, who again is the creator?
I think it's Welk, right?
Welk? Because we were
Right. I think
talking
Welk.
about the
I
image.
think that's the name of the.
So if you're still here, my dear, if not, I'll just catch you later.
Yeah, I think she's still here.
Is that Corey? Okay.
Yeah, it's not gory. I don't know. There's some trauma stuff that's talked about in it that I don't know if you'll be.
Oh, after what I saw the other night in that documentary, I mean,
It's an interesting movie. So Dark Song is about the it's a somewhat fictionalized I mean it's definitely fictionalized portrayal of this ritual, the Abramelin.
The upper what?
Abramelin ritual. Basically it's to come in to meet basically your holy guardian angel.
And something else
And
walks
to
in.
find your true will. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna ruin anything, but
Okay.
It's a fairly. It's funny because depending on who you talk to, of people who have done this ritual, because it's months long and everything. Some people will say it's very accurate. Some people will say it's completely inaccurate. So,
Also, it's supposed to be based on an actual event that took place.
not an event, but a ritual that people do.
Oh, great. Wonderful. I can't find it. Shoot. So I was trying to find something for Irene. I
for
can't think of the name.
the trafficking documentary, are you talking about?
Yeah. Lauren said that when I really highly recommend watching this, everybody, because it involves so much in how not what's going out there, but how we can contribute to what is happening out there, maybe without even realizing it. It was an eye opener. It was, I mean, if you have been, so I will issue when I do post it because Lauren is hoping to create a link for us to be able to share it with people. And there is going to be a strict trigger warning on this because, there is going to be images that are going to be upsetting to people. Nothing with children. You don't see anything like child abuse or anything, but you see what happens to a lot of the victim stories. There's victims who are now, back in society and helping other women and their stories. They share their stories, what happened to them. They include footage of women on the streets being beat by their owners. And I mean, it was rough to watch, but at the same time, it gives you an idea of how we can help, how we can stop contributing to factors that is promoting this kind of behavior. So let's see, when is Shan going to be on the show again?
Next time I'm on.
I told you people were going to want you in here tonight, honey.
To be fair, I gave no notice that I was going to be on.
I told him, I go, you should come on because he had an interesting story about this guy who, was hit by. So he says, well, you have to watch it. I really can't share the story. Who knows? He may even have me tuned out right now. But I was like, you should tell them the story tonight. So there is a woman, and Tom's going to be kind of like eye rolling a little bit, but there's this woman. I can't think of her name. But she used to be one of the top commanders on one of the ships. She was in the military. She had a daughter who was hit and killed by lightning. And I guess during grief, they went to go see a medium. And apparently this mean was able to connect with the daughter, but then didn't realize something to do with her, that she had abilities that she had been putting off. And she left her job as a commander, high ranking commander level in, I believe it was the Navy. I don't know if she was Navy, Pentagon. I'll get more information, but when she was meeting with this other medium and learning about her abilities, she met another woman who lost their son to a lightning strike. And one of the things that gives me chills is that her son had dealt with schizophrenia, and had struggled with that, and trying to. And some people feel that some persons who are labeled or diagnosed with schizophrenia are possibly, and I'm not a doctor, entertainment purposes only, YouTube, but the person had been a poet, had been writing, was an artist, and he had this journal, and he would sit by this tree, and in this journal it had, I told you, come here, or am I going to come out to you? So Miss Moonlight wanted to know when you were going to be on the show again.
Hey,
and Tom said that it wasn't given short notice, but would you explain the story again really quick?
It's a documentary, and it's called Wolf's Message.
Wolf's
And
Message.
It's about it's mostly about a woman who was in the Navy who became a medium, and it's her
commander. Yeah.
her take on it. She met the parents of this of this guy, and
Your fans are here. Yeah.
Oh. And it so happened that her daughter died the same way from a lightning strike. And it's a really interesting story.
And tell me the story about the book.
A lot of synchronicities.
With the poetry, remember, with the roses?
It wasn't a book, but he liked to do art. So his room was like an art studio. He had stuff taped and pinned to the walls and all kinds of art and stuff like that. But he liked poetry, and he had a poem, or I guess free verse, or whatever you want to call it. But he also had an eye with a Tao Te Ching symbol in it. And for some reason, he had his I told you I wasn't going to be able to explain this right. Anyway, there's something fascinating about that, because when the couple finally were able to go, they went to see the tree where he used to write his poetry all the time, in a cemetery. He used to go visit a coffee shop and have coffee. Then he'd go over to the cemetery and do his poetry and stuff. And that's where he liked to sit under this big old tree. So he carved his name in it, with a knife when he was a kid or whatever. And the parents went over to the tree, and someone happened to be by there and had flowers. And so the
2 roses.
Yeah, 2 roses. And then so the woman bought, the mother bought 2 roses, and they set them in the ground above, right next to the tree. And then they went back to to his room, and the picture that had the eye in there, and he had a little section that had a picture of a tree, and it had 2 flowers in front of it. And that's after he passed away. So he knew this was going to happen, I guess. Some premonition thing.
Yeah.
Vision. Yeah.
Everything was lined up to the picture. So
yeah,
I thought that was really cool. Tom's like, yeah, coincidence.
well,
But that's still, isn't that something though? They didn't know what the picture looked like. You said this woman came out of nowhere, had flowers, gave it to him. And they said, well, let's leave them here for him. Put that in there, then go back to his room. And then there's the exact same. I mean, it's like, yeah.
something.
Yeah, I'll have to see this. I'm curious.
Yeah, it'd be.
I have to watch it. We're going to watch it later on. So, but yeah. But see, I told you have a fan base now.
Yep.
Audra, Irene, Miss Moonlight, Tom likes having you on too. So, but yeah, other people too. So that was Was there something else that you wanted? Because your name was mentioned earlier about the Gimlin film, but we said we'll deal with that when that documentary comes out.
Yeah, when the documentary comes out, because I want to see it too. But
I'll have to watch it and then kind of have a,
I will say that the longer they take to put it out, the more questions I have about it. I'll say that. But
do they have a release date?
No,
I have no idea. I don't know.
they don't.
No, but you've been watching all those videos on it.
It's not going to tell me when it's going to come.
Well, yeah, they're supposed to. I mean, the guy with the screening said this has been screened. It's going to be released during Cannes or one of those.
No, it was at a film. They showed it at a couple, either one or two film festivals, and then they stopped. They pulled it from all the festivals because they were afraid that it was going to get
viewed.
That somebody was going to videotape it.
Because they're claiming they have, a suit, but Shan's arguing that the suit was there for a re-dramatization, which they didn't end up needing because they cut the real thing. So that's where he's
except the footage that they're supposedly talking about was shot a year before the Patty film. So let's see.
As a dramatization, possibly for
a test run.
We'll see. But yeah, but Tom said too that muddies up and makes it difficult for people who've done their career on this, and now it's going to make people who really actually have seen, like you and other people, these videos we've watched, they're going to be looking like idiots or morons now, or or just I mean, it makes it harder for people to believe.
It makes it harder for people who had real experiences.
Ghosts and spirits on film when they fabricate them, So the same thing with Bigfoot.
And it doesn't mean it's not real. It just means that one isn't real.
Yeah. Just the
that's the biggest one that's out there, though. That's
because
the whole
people
problem.
are still having sightings, they're still having interactions and things like that. So
100%. Yeah. All the time.
Well, I'm gonna go. Bye. Nice seeing everybody.
All righty, ladies, calm down now. You got a chance to see him. He's gonna go, back.
Shan and I are going to start our own channel, the Beard Bros, and just kind of.
Yes, he needs socialize. That would be great instead of just kind of sitting there.
We'll just argue about cryptids all the time.
Watching. Oh, that would be awesome. That would bring a lot of, and I'll be like, well, there goes my channel. There's my show.
We'll make sure to do Saturday nights at 9:00.
I'll sit and monitor the chat for him. Battle of the Beards. No, he's gonna trim his pretty soon. He needs to. I'm telling you, I'm going to start showing pictures of his when he didn't have it, and he just kept it nicely groomed. And I miss that face. I miss it. But anywho, we're at 8:18. We've been on for an hour and 2 hours. No, not 2 hours.
Just about.
Yeah, about. And we hardly talked about it.
We haven't talked about anything. No. I mean, we talked about everything, but we haven't talked about anything.
Yeah. So, Irene, when I am able to find the little, it's right here. So this is what I saw. It's called The Right Track. It is a film screening and panel discussion. We did that. So The Right Track is a powerful documentary that amplifies the voices of survivors of sex trafficking, revealing their resilience, heartbreak, and courage as they fight for freedom, justice, and a future where exploited individuals are no longer criminalized but protected. But it's called The Right Track. And so Lauren is going to, and they've gotten awards, multiple awards up here. And Lauren says that they're going to see if they can get a link. And if I find out when we receive the link, I will go ahead and I will put it in I'll do a show and I'll put the link in my description box. But it does come heavily with it could be trigger warning heavy to make sure you practice self-care, take a break when you need to pause it, go breathe, go ground yourself. But yeah, it's important, to watch. It's like I could never stand Seinfeld, though some things are funny that I've heard over the years. Oh, you're a Seinfeld fan?
Yeah. Yeah, and you're gonna lose Lexi too if she hears you talking about that.
Talking about everything and nothing. Well, someone made a comment one time. There's a line about the soup, and I always thought that was funny.
No soup for you.
No soup for you. And then there was, of course, I've always loved the Festivus for all of us. I always love that.
Festivus for the rest of us.
Oh, Festivus for the rest of us. So, but yeah. And then those funny little memes or gifs where, they show Elaine trying to dance.
Oh, her dance. Oh my God, her dance is the best. Yeah.
So
I kind of agree
got nothing on her, right?
I kind of agree, Miss Moonlight. Curb is a better show.
See, I think I tried watching one of those and I couldn't get into it, but that was many years ago. I don't know. Maybe I've changed. But yeah.
Well, it's pretty good.
A Time to Air Grievances.
It's,
Oh, is that from Seinfeld too?
it's the Festivus. It's
Okay.
Festivus is a time to air grievances.
Oh, okay. I named my dog Cosmo in 1982, so I liked it before the name was popularized by that. Okay. See, I don't know any of this.
Cosmo Kramer.
Whatever happened to Baby Jane Betty Davis?
Yeah, good movie.
So,
That's a good movie.
yeah, Garnet's on it.
Garnet's pulling out old 50s Hammer horror movies he was talking about before. So
Ooh. There was one that I saw a couple years ago before we left New York. I said, oh, I'll just watch it for the hell of it. It was a Vincent Price one. And it had to do something with escaping from a castle. And it was, I'm like, oh, I sat through the whole movie for this ending. But at the same time, though, Vincent Price was still, wow. He could still captivate, even though it was kind of a poorly written, still, he was.
A lot of them are pretty bad. Yeah, I mean.
But he was, he had presence. He really did. Or you're not a fan of the old black and whites?
Who?
You.
Oh, no, I am. very much so.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You said that in chat the other day you liked silent films. I remember that we were having, I think that was Wednesday night.
Yeah.
We were all having the conversation. See what happens? Come to this channel where we're having the conversations. We're dropping knowledge, dropping names, taking names, taking numbers, kicking butt, pissing people off. What we like to do, no, we don't like pissing people off. Vincent, yeah. It's about time travel. Nightmare.
I haven't seen Nightmare Alley. I really need to watch the new one. Guillermo del Toro did it. Yeah.
Okay. See, after I learned all about what goes on with Hollywood producers and the movies, since I can't watch any, it's like, ugh, it's like ick factor now. I'm like, ugh.
And I agree with Audra. That is a great movie. Arsenic and Old Lace is a band.
I've never seen that one.
You really should. That's a really funny movie. It's Cary Grant.
Okay.
It's a pretty dark comedy for its time. It's in the 40s, I think. 40s or 50s. I can't remember.
The movie Dark is about time travel.
It's a show, isn't it, Miss Moonlight? Dark? Oh, I did not like that. I didn't like that at all.
Okay.
I had some issues with it. But it's a show.
So when it comes to shows and movies, I'm kind of like, so y'all want to share about movies? Go right ahead. Yes, on Netflix.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I forgot what it was. I don't know, both me and my wife didn't like it. I don't remember why. There was something very specific about it that we didn't like.
I've had weird dreams of it's happened here and there. It's been a while since I've had one, but I'll be dreaming. The last one that I can really remember was being in, I think, the house I grew up in. And then there being other rooms that ended up being in there. But I remember starting in one room and there being people in there. And I felt like, I was like, oh, I had gone back in time and I had my phone in my hand. And I said, I have to show you. This is what we're doing. When we phone calls, it's now. We can call and we can see. And in my dreams, I get frustrated. At least I remember that one. I've had a couple where I'm trying to show how, this is the internet, but yet I'm getting just black with all these jumbled lines on. And I'm like, why am I getting, and then of course I wake up and it's like, because you're taking the phone back in time. So there is not going to be any of that for your phone to be able to pick up on. But I remember trying to say, yeah, and this, we call people on this and now we can see them. And, and they're all kind of just like looking at me, it's really weird, but yeah. I get frustrated because I'm so excited to show them the future. This is what we're doing now in the future.
Yeah, but you can't. Cell phone towers don't exist, so you can't.
Yeah, so I can't. I like the OA. See,
the OA is good. Yeah.
Thank God I can't get Shan away from that TV with just YouTube and Tubi and Prime Video. Can you imagine if we had all those channels? I never get them out of the house or ever get them to shut the TV off. He'd be on it all the time.
That's movies right there. That's a bunch of movies that I have there. So
wow. Yeah, he gave them all away when we moved, everything that he did have. We have a troll in chat. Do you want me?
Oh, I meant to do that too. Damn it. Ruined my joke, Gerald.
I was going to say, I think we got a troll in chat. Do you want me to disregard Tom? Hey, Gerald.
I totally forgot because I was rushing because I was late.
Well, I guess it's just that Tom loves me more.
Ooh, wow. What they say about Gerald. Gerald is the Godfather. Is I think what
the Godfather. I better be careful, or I'm going to wake up in the morning and find a dead horse head in my bed.
Exactly.
Oh, how's it going, Stash Man?
We all have to kiss the ring of Gerald.
Oh. No. I hardly kiss him anymore. I don't know. Just kidding.
No McDonald's?
No McDonald's. No McDonald's for us. More like Five Guys or Carl's Jr., but Gerald knows I'm playing with him. Choices, Tom. Choices. Who are you going to choose? Well, I think he's already clearly made the choice.
Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just in rare form tonight.
There's quality and then there's quantity.
Yeah. What was it? When the milkshake brings the boys to the yard. It's like, well, I don't. I guess I don't need them. I don't know where I was going to go with that. I was going to make a joke about not the milk, but the cowbell. Oh, the cowbell brings the boys to the yard. So Gerald gets most of the boys to the yard, but I get Tom. So see, this is why I could never be a stand-up comedian. I just cannot deliver a fucking joke for the life of me.
There's enough of me to go around.
We're like, Tom, no.
Oh.
Make a wish, Gerald.
Just split down the middle.
Split down the middle. Well, Tom.
Gerald never invites me on though, so
Tom could have, the bluebird, or he can have the raven, the crow, the margin.
Don't see. That's cheating by bringing up the bluebird. because
How's that cheating? I love how he's got the little blooper t-shirt now that he wears. I think it's a t-shirt, Gerald. That's how you incorporate stuff like that. You make it your own. I love that.
he made it his own.
Let's see. Did I miss any other comments? No. I can just see him going, oh, just you wait, Heather.
Last time I go on the Heather show. I don't know.
What? I didn't do anything wrong. I just said it was evident that Tom prefers was. Gerald, I'm just playing with you. So, I should watch how I say that too.
Putting me in a bad position, Heather. Jeez. Now I'm gonna have to go on Gerald's show tomorrow.
Well, at least it's there. I was going to say something, and I'm like, not any worse than the position that McDonald's put you in.
Typo one thing.
And Gerald, you don't want to know, because if you, we don't want Gerald to know that story, because then, oh my God.
No, then it'll never go away.
Yeah. Check your text, Tom.
Yep, just did. Send me a freaking blue bird.
I have the Raven for October. Very cool. Yep. I have room on my schedule in November for you.
Wow. Well, you know what? Maybe we'll get the next version of the oh my God, I'm totally blanking on the name of the tarot. It's too late.
Miss Tarot D!
What are you still doing up?
Miss Tarot D, I sent you a link so that when you were done, you could always pop in and say hi if you wanted. But then when I went live, I heard you and Gracie were still going strong. Oh, you're welcome, my dear. Mwah. Anything for you. Tom, if you want to pop on and say hi, you can still say hi. You don't have to stay, but loved the show with you and Gracie. I actually get to talk to Grace Monday morning. So I was talking about earlier, like, I'm fangirling, I'm nervous. I'm going to be like, oh my God, I'm going to be talking to Grace. So Miss Tarot D, how long did you guys go on for? I heard you were pushing 3 hours. Are you past 3 hours? Let's see. Did you see that?
Touche, Gerald. Touche.
Oh, still that? Really? The photography? Okay. Well, I can't get him to do his sculpture.
Yeah. If he knew how much that was in my head all the time, it's
sculpture?
No.
Oh.
The photos for Gerald. Constantly. I'm always thinking of you, Gerald. So.
Ooh.
And then I'm like, I'm not going to stop the car and get out and take a picture. It's just too much work.
Yeah, because he's got to get on home to that Mickey D's. So, Miss Tarot D, more or less. So, Miss Tarot D, I mean, you had the energy of the bull tonight, the Italian bull. I think the Sardinians still do the bull as well. You had that little Italian horn going, that energy. But no, they were great conversations too. A lot of laughter. That was an interesting conversation, Tom, in the beginning, talking about spirits and how you communicate with spirits and stuff. And that would have been awesome to have you in chat for that. Well, I don't know if I necessarily believe in spirit. Do you really know who you're talking to? Could it be? I could see Mary Grace going, huh? That would be a great show. You, me, Allison, Mary Grace talking about Mr. Spirit.
Stealing Miss Tarot D's guest already. Wow. I
had an espresso before I went. Hey, I've been pining away since the first 2 shows. And I started following Mary Grace on Instagram. I don't know if we're able to call her Gracie. Because I have a cousin back home named Mary Grace, and she always had us call her Gracie. But I've been following her, and I love how she puts, because she's like me, she's a Gen Xer, and she puts all these cool, like Cure and some of these obscure stuff like songs on her tarot spreads that she does, that she puts online. And I'm like, you got the best music, and she's like, thanks. I'm like, hey, can we chat about a video you just released? I have a few questions for you.
No,
and she's like,
it's not,
sure.
Harold. I'll explain it to you one day.
Oh, if you do, you're going to be opening a whole can of not worms, but oh God, more than worms, dude. It's going to be like Pandora's box.
Yeah, especially with Gerald. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah,
it's about coffee.
It's about coffee, Gerald. Mm-hmm. So let's see. Mustached Men. That would be a cool deck. All different pictures. I actually have a mustached man in my my Jeremy Hush, and every time I see it, I go, "Hey, Gerald's popped up in the reading." Those who have the Hush Tarot know this card. It's actually one of my favorites because I think of Gerald.
Gerald's in a couple decks. He's in the Terra Volatile.
I'm telling you, it's the stash. And we've seen a couple guys here in Ashland that have really, there he is. There's Gerald. There we go. He says, I like Pandora box.
It's closer than you think it is.
But not Pandora's. That's what Jackson. Oh, the Hermit. Well, there's okay. I went to go shuffle and the Hermit jumped out. So
there you go.
Yeah, time to go. This is time to pull back, go into husband, self-reflection. Going to hiding. Just kidding.
I thought I saw a Gerald in this deck, but I guess I didn't. I'm going through it really quick. But in the one that's in Terra Volatile is crazy how much that looks like Gerald, in my opinion.
I have an Empress. I can't remember which deck it is, but that reminds me of Miss Tarot D. It'd be cool to like make a deck and have for each of like at least the major arcana, pick a reader, from the deck who's part of our community. And that could be the deck. Like someone could be the Fool. Fools rush in. Let's see, the Terra V is a good one.
Yeah, Terra Volatile is such a good deck. I'm still waiting for that expansion. They had a printing error with it, so.
Is that the one that you two did the deck? I fell in love with that deck.
It's a great deck. I can't
afford it. Nah.
It's an expensive deck, mainly because of the shipping.
He said, I did not order the expansion. For me, I can put that on art supply. So I'm like, yeah, I like my decks, but no.
I made it up. I don't see Gerald in this deck. I thought I did.
Ooh. Maybe it was just in your dreams.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Finds a way of,
It would have been an awkward deck for him to be in this deck anyway.
Okay.
It's a very bizarre deck. Syphilis.
The syphilis? What? You say syphilis? No, a cephalus. Oh, okay.
Yeah, not syphilis.
I know.
The erotic tarot of George Bataille. Who says I'm not cultured?
Okay, good night, Miss Tarot D. Mwah.
Gerald, you're going to be jealous when I have my expansion and you don't have yours.
Everyone's running off to get their beauty sleep. Time for me to plan my takeover. Ooh, Subterfuge. Prayer. The battle over Tom. Who's going to get him?
Wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, we have to get Lexi involved in that one too. That would be fun. Allison, Miss Tarot D, Lexi will all be. I'll be fighting over Gerald. I mean, over Gerald, over Tom.
Nobody's fighting over Gerald.
Nah.
Yeah.
There's plenty of Gerald to go around for everybody. Our Tom, though, you know, we keep him in chains. Oh, speaking of, I was doing a reading for myself today. And I was looking over at this, like, oh, I didn't put them back in the deck. So I have the Baroque Tarot by Lamucci. And I really haven't gotten the Devil card often. And I looked at it and I went, well, that's not from the Baroque period, but I thought it was interesting. And
that's a choice.
Yeah. So I'm sure something like that would not have been appropriate in the Baroque period, but yeah, quite the interesting card. It's a beautiful deck, but yeah, I was like, So
I don't have that deck.
Tom's not impressed. It's like,
no, I do like it. I do like it, but if I remember, I don't like the rest of that deck.
Really?
I'm trying to remember.
Oh, our Queen of Hearts just left. It's Tarot D. But yeah, the Three of Pentacles, I wasn't crazy for. But I will say,
I don't like that. Yeah.
Overall, still, I mean, this has got to be one of the best backs I've seen in at least my collection. Yeah, it's got like an energy to it that, yeah, I still, even though it's not every card, there are just some that absolutely blow me away, and I like the energy. So I need to pull. And look what's right here.
I have the other Baroque Tarot that I don't like.
Ace of Wands. Now that's a pretty cool Ace of Wands. That, and I love the Strength card. I think the Strength card was done beautifully. I love the colors. So, but again, it's each to our. Now this one here, I hate. I think this
I didn't
is
like that Strength card. Wow.
Really? This is.
Yeah, I didn't like the lion on it. I didn't like. He's too calm.
Okay, this has got to be. Really? They could, when they were looking at this card, they were like, oh, yeah.
That's a choice.
So at least we know which side he hangs on, right?
I mean,
I see that and I'm just like, oh my God. Is that like a sword in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
That is something else.
No, this Two of Wands is pretty cool.
Wow.
But I do like the color palette, though. It is beautiful. I love, and people are like, but it's, people in the reviews were like, it's dark. Well, yeah, the Baroque period had some, I mean, it's like, study your art history. She's gorgeous. I love her. That's the Queen of Pentacles. So, like I said, for some cards, you know, most decks hit or miss, you know.
Yeah, there's more miss than that for me. I like that Devil card, though. That was interesting.
Yeah, it was a bit odd. It reminded me more like your Somnia kind of thing with the things over the heads and the, yeah. But yeah, that Three of Pentacles. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like the Three of Pentacles. I didn't like any of the cards you've shown. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna put these away.
Nobody.
So next time you're on my channel, yes, for reading, you're gonna get that damn deck.
Not great.
No.
Guess I won't need to. Guess I won't be asking for reading then.
Oh, you never really ask. It's rare when you do. So when you do ask, I get a little nervous. I'm like, okay, I'm reading for Tom. Oh my God, that one day I was so nervous reading for Lexi. I was like, oh shit, Miss Nefarious, Miss Thing. How am I going to read this? You know what I mean? I was.
Yeah.
And I got a donation from her.
I've only read for her. Well, I guess you could say twice, but I also don't read that often. So.
Oops. None. Ooh. I don't know if y'all heard that. I almost just
I heard a bunch of stuff
something.
fall.
Yeah. Now I paid $50 for this deck.
What deck is
It
that?
was the Ciro Marchetti. What was this deck called? I don't even remember the name of the damn deck. It's the palette, something the palette. My brain is not thinking correct tonight.
I don't know what that is. Yeah.
But here, when I bought it on Etsy it was $50. I wasn't going to wait for mass market. This will come to me, the title, and I thought, okay, cool. I'll get a book. I get the book with it. Come to find out, I get my deck. I'm like, where's my book? And Nancy was like, no, you got to buy the book. I said, what? And then at that point, I don't think I could find the book. So she sent me this PDF, and I'm like, I can't print all that up. So yeah, $50 for the deck, plus I got a signed card, but no book. I'm like, I am not going to. So yeah, but still. This is one of my favorite Two of Swords of all time. I think this is my favorite. I just love that Two of Swords. The way it's.
I like that it's different. I don't know.
The muted palette. This is the Mystic Tarot muted palette. Yeah, I think that's the. That Queen of Swords with the white ravens. There's some cards in here. I'm like, yeah. But some of these are, of course, the High Priestess with snakes, but still.
Yeah.
She's pretty cool. But Marchetti was like one of my major favorites when I was younger. And I ended up giving, a couple of the decks away. A lot of them didn't end up, connecting with me.
Yeah. That's a problem.
The Fool card is really cool. Bye, Jax. Thanks for being here. And I think my favorite Three of Swords is in here. It's a really powerful. Well, you're not going to like the Strength card in this one. So.
I think I like this one better than the last one, but.
Now for the wands, and the fire with all their crowns all.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this deck either.
But look at that. She looks pissed. You don't want to be on the end of that blade. I like that. But the Three of Swords, where is that Three of Swords? It's interesting. He put I was almost like Marie Antoinette in there. Like, run, get away. But she didn't. But no, really, that the Death card is phenomenal. I love this. It's one of my favorite Death cards. I love the Day of the Dead face on the. Some people might say, well, that's culture. Be quiet. And here's my signed Magician card. See his signature right there. Okay. So that's him himself. But the Three of Swords is really, I can't mention it now and not, find it. The Empress in here is really beautiful too. This one here makes me think of my papa a little bit. Just something with the face. He had a shorter beard and mustache and hair, but something with his eyes makes me think of my papa. The Empress, she's absolutely beautiful. Just gorgeous. I love that. But and that's the Moon. Something a little different.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the artwork. I don't. Something about it. It feels too collagey in a way. I don't like collage decks generally.
I like this Emperor. I love how it's like the statue, but it's breaking, and you see. I thought that was unique. I thought that was really unique.
Yeah, I think I like the take of that. I don't know if I'm a fan of the execution, but I like the idea behind
the concept.
Yeah, conceptually, it's a good card. Yeah.
And let's see. No, I'm not going to be able to find it because these cards are. One thing about this deck is that they're sticking. I'll find it later. Yeah, no. it just it's thick, and I can see some of the things peeling on it already.
That sucks.
That's cute. That's one of my favorites. Look at the little cute.
I like that. That's nice.
That is the 4. 1, 2, 3,
Yeah,
4.
4.
No, 5. 1,
5.
2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes I'm looking at. I reverse the numbers. I tend to sometimes do that. The death card. I'm just like, I wish people would leave the apples alone, because apples were sacred to the Isle of Avalon, and the apples are sacred fruit for the goddess. And it's like, no, it's stop putting it with the devil. Oh, the star card.
Yeah, but we live in
Yeah.
westernized Abrahamic
We're
world.
living in a material world, and I am a material girl. Star card. Living in. Come on, y'all know you're a material.
You went 2 hours without singing, so
3 of Swords.
Hmm.
I think that's beautiful.
It's an interesting take on it.
Yeah, instead of a woman with a broken heart or a broken heart, it shows that men have broken hearts too, and it's okay to cry and show those emotions. To me, that's my favorite. 3 of Swords. So
It's not bad.
So there. Now, speaking of music, I've been catching up on old Cure videos,
Okay.
and I'm wondering what made Robert Smith go from that spiky, cute, short hair, punky style to full-on Edward Scissorhands red lipstick. Did you ever read an article saying why he did that?
No, not entirely.
He was so cute back then. When I saw him, I'd be like, "Oh," and then it's just like, and then he's still doing this, and with them, I'm like, dude, that's not looking good with the.
I mean, it's getting a little old for it. I will say that, but
yeah, but
I mean, there's a lot of people doing.
At least they're still selling albums and still making music, and this band's still pretty much together. But I didn't know about that feud with him, and all I heard was that he was joking around one time with Morrissey. He punched him in the arm, give him like a punch in the arm, and Morrissey started crying or something. I'm like, what?
Doubt that happened.
Someone, but yeah, I didn't realize until I came across that video. I sent you on Instagram.
Yeah, that's been a long time thing. They've had a feud.
But I will say, though, I know a lot of people like the Smiths, but when I heard that song where he said he was only joking, but he's telling his girlfriend he liked to, basically smash in her head.
Yeah.
That's like violence again. Why would you want to sing something?
I mean,
like that turns me off.
It's not, though. It's
sweetest. I was only joking when I said I like to bludgeon you.
I don't know, Miss
Lose the bludgeon. I'm like,
yeah.
Ew. Now I know how Joan of Arc felt. What? I mean, it's too bad because he did have a good voice. I loved the music, but some of these lyrics to
You take things way too literally sometimes.
No, but I do notice that people should keep it. I mean, no. I know it's supposed to be a funny song, but singing about, even if it's joking about bludgeoning someone's girlfriend in the head, it just doesn't sit right with me because of the violence that's done to women. And
I understand, but yeah, you're taking it way too literally. But I know, I get it. I understand.
But young minds too. Even nowadays, it's just like, you know what I mean? I don't know. You're never too old for Edward Scissorhands. I don't know. Have you seen Robert? I love Robert, but have you seen?
Getting a little old for it.
Yeah. Could you imagine? Never mind. I'm not going to say it. But yeah. Oh, but we went from 11 people down to 5. What song? I think I don't know if the song's called Joan of Arc or
Yeah, it's
it goes, I know what Joan of Arc felt, I mean, one of our favorite songs is, driving in your car, and it goes, and if a double-decker bus kills the both of us. And Shannon and I first heard that song in the car, we're laughing, going, what?
yeah, no. It's what the hell's the name of the song? Big Mouth Strikes Again.
Big Mouth Strikes Again. Yeah, when he goes, dearest or sweetest, I was only joking when I say I like to bludgeon you upside the head. I'm just like, why would you even? What was the point?
I know, but you're yeah.
She's
I understand that you're not gonna change your mind on it. So
no. I mean, I know that they were, vegans and they were, for not eating animals, which is
well, he is.
nice.
I don't know if the rest of the band was. What'd you knock over there?
How's Bosie?
He's been laying next to me the whole night. So.
Bosie, I hope you're feeling better. Bosie had to have a visit to the doctor, but he's feeling better now.
Well, yeah,
hopefully.
He's home. He hasn't had any treatment yet, so we gotta figure that out. But
is it like liquid or cap? Because
I'm gonna have to give him injections probably.
Oh, those are the worst.
Yeah.
I mean, whenever we try to give like Ziva or any of my cats in the past, you got to like really hold her because those cats, they know how to. You think they swallow, then you let them out.
Oh yeah, I could do pills, but he's not gonna. He hates taking pills, so we're gonna have to do the shot. So I'll have to give him a shot every month. But I used to have to give my one cat insulin, so I'm used to it.
Oh,
but it is what it is. But now he had an ultrasound yesterday, and he was away from his mommy and daddy, and he didn't like it.
Well, you should see with Mozzie. Oh my God! If we weren't up right away this morning, he starts caterwauling through the hole like someone's killing him.
Oh, that's what that's what he's been doing too.
And
I mean, honestly, I find all boys do that when they get older.
Really?
Yeah, I've had it with other cats too in the past.
I mean, I was laying in bed the other night playing my game. Shan is out there watching TV. He starts counting. What's the matter with you? I come out and he looks at me from the couch. I pet him. I go, well, come on, come lay back here with me. I go lay down, play my game. And then he just stands in the hallway. No, he wants me to come out. He's throwing a tantrum.
Yeah.
And it's just, but
stop ignoring him. He's 14, Miss Moonlight.
Oh, Bosie's a year younger than Mozzie.
Yes, how you doing? Yes. You want to say hello? You want to say hello?
Bosie.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear to Bosie. Hi. Oh, Bosie loves his daddy. Yes, she does.
And you gained.
Daddy helping you feel better, mommy and daddy.
You gained a quarter pound, right? Yeah.
That's good. I had to have Mozzie lose weight, and now you have to gain weight. Yeah. Hi, baby. Oh, he's so beautiful. Yes, we're talking about you. Yes. Hi. He's like, no, I've had enough of her. When we were done with the show with Selena and Allison had to take off because of the wedding this weekend. Not her wedding, by the way, family. Let me put that in there. But I was talking to Selena, and she's like, yeah, Darla's been down here this whole time. I went on. She switched her camera, and she goes, Darla, say hi. And then Darla's looking. I'm like, hi, Darla. She actually started going like this at me. I'm like, oh, Selena. She knows I'm talking to her. It was so sweet. So it's so nice to see everybody's fur babies. And Miss Moonlight says, my Tux is 15. Yeah. Now, my friend Carrie, she has a couple of cats. One, is still really skittish. She survived the fire that they had here back in 2020, or was it 2021? And so she is still very afraid of people. She lets me pet her every now and then, but her little black one named Bugsy knows me now, so that when I'm sitting outside, she comes up, rubs up against me, then runs around and starts chasing bugs and playing around the yard and stuff and whatnot. So I'm Auntie Heather now to Bugsy, so. And it's so cute. I'll take a picture. She's a little black kitty with a little bit of white, and she's got a little pink bow that her mama got her. So, yeah. We love the animals. I love them better than humans, to be quite honest.
And he cost me a lot of money yesterday. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Yeah, what vets charge for animal care?
Oh, my God. It was ridiculous.
I was supposed to take Mozzie in for just a regular checkup back in May, and they're like, "You're supposed to bring him in." I'm like, "When I have the little extra, I will. Don't worry, he's not dying. He's okay." Yeah,
Yeah, no.
I have
That's
always
the
had
problem.
Yeah, me too. Except for Ziva, my mama's that we said goodbye to. But no, we had Howie, we had Yasha, and we have Mozzie. Just happened to be, who we. $500. Oh my God.
Yeah. If they do blood work, it's like right there. Yeah.
Well, Mozzie's been having sniffles, so I'm afraid to go in.
$1,000 yesterday.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Bozy, you know how many decks Daddy could have gotten for them?
A lot.
Just kidding.
That's like 10 decks.
What is the shot for, Tom? I didn't know if you wanted to share his.
He's got irritable bowel disease, IBD, not irritable. IBS. No, not IBS. It's It's disease, and so it's like a colitis, most likely. He most likely has.
Oh, I hear those are painful for humans. Can't imagine poor babies.
Yeah, so he used to have really bad bouts of like diarrhea and stuff, and we couldn't really figure out what was going on, but he would have like blood in it and everything, and
that's definitely
so it's definitely ulcerative colitis in my opinion. So but we have him now on like a probiotic food that like turned that around like so much. He's so much better than he was, but he's still like he throws up a lot.
It was like $70 for a bag of cat food that was good for Mozzie and Ziva, especially after Ziva had to have some, and it was just like I couldn't keep up with $70. It was gone in like 2.5 weeks. I'm like $70 a pop, I wish I could, hopefully the shit will work good.
Yeah. So we're gonna
sending healing positive energy to Bozy.
Exactly. Yeah. So he's got to get a steroid shot basically, and hopefully that'll put him into some form of remission, and then
see what happens with autocorrect. Hopefully the shot will work. Well, hopefully the shit will work too. This
hopefully the shot makes the shit work.
Yeah, there you go. Well, it is after midnight.
Yeah.
After midnight, we all hang out after midnight. Come on. You don't like Eric Clapton?
Actually, I don't.
God, I swear, you're tasting music, Tom.
Oh yeah, you know that.
That's what keeps it. That's what keeps it fun, though. It's this bit of banter, because even though we do have some likes that are similar, there are ones that were just kind of like. It keeps things interesting. Gives him plenty to pick on me about, plenty for me to pick on him about. Also, there was that song by Fleetwood Mac off their Tango in the Night album. Something after midnight or something midnight.
I don't know that.
But
I got something that Shannon would enjoy.
Oh my God, he watches that damn movie every chance he gets.
I haven't seen it in forever, and
I swear every year he's like, I'll turn and go like, "Oh, you're watching that again?" You guys really do need to move out here because you two would be like he have and I'd be like, Sam, come on, let's do arts and crafts over here. Let the men play with their movies.
We'll go Bigfoot hunting.
Go Bigfoot hunting. Get us get a Sasquatch burger for Alice and send it to her. Just kidding. Because you're the one that makes the joke about the Bigfoot steaks for Allison, right?
I just joke that she likes a big raw steak. That's what she eats all.
But yeah, definitely.
Oh,
That
yeah,
way. If he's going to watch movies all day, then he'll have someone to socialize and watch them with. And video games, though. You don't like Skyrim, right?
No, I don't. Yeah.
So, that would be like.
Yeah, I don't like a lot of the fantasy type video games like that. I'm not a big fan of that.
That's the only one he likes, and he'll go on YouTube and watch other people play it because he misses it, So, and he learns about, how people design and the mods and the business aspects and everything. And so I saw a star say that they got steroids for their cat, and the cat became huge and lived a long life. So when you say star, you mean celebrity? I got to find it for you, Tom, and send it to you. I know that Rob Lowe is big, him and his wife, on rescues. They've got like 7 dogs or something that they've, rescued, and they do these spots where they talk about what foods are good and not good. But at the same time, stuff that they're saying that, you should feed your pets or you can feed your dogs, really isn't a lot of meat based. And a lot of people are still for the carnivore nature for the dogs. So I don't know, but apparently him and his wife love working with the shelters and rescuing and providing care for people with the dogs. And so he talks a lot about dog.
I think it's tomorrow, Audra, I think.
Really?
I think so.
No. Already?
I believe it.
I thought we just had the blue moon. Man, has time really gone by that fast already? It's a full moon already.
Yeah. Yep.
That could explain why I have been feeling out of sorts these past couple of days. Full moons are beautiful. They really never, but lately I get off. I feel off, as it's, that's weird. But now I know.
29th. So.
Wow.
So actually, I don't know if it's tonight. Like
tonight. Oh, come on, Phil Collins. Gonna make it right tonight. No, man, you sucked in the 80s, man.
No, I was listening to good music in the 80s.
All music from the 80s were, well,
no,
the majority of it was. You know who there is? I have to send you his channel link. This guy, he's fun. He does videos and he announces when certain albums have turned a certain age. I'm like, oh my God, really? 41 years ago?
Yeah, it's depressing. I don't need to know.
He talks about, some of the tracks, and he always asks, where does this album rank on your all-time favorites from the 80s? What are your favorite songs? Or then he'll just show one and he'll play. And I love interacting, and it's fun because he'll do, with him, showing him dancing a little bit, listening to his turntable. It's fun. And I love commenting on his, when he talks about The Cure, he brings up Duran Duran, all these albums, like Purple Rain just turned 41, I think he said last week or something. And he goes, what's some of your favorite tracks? And I'm like, that was like, to me, when you say, what was the best album of the 80s, I don't know, Purple Rain a lot of times jumps into my mind just because it was just so well. You don't like Prince. You didn't like Prince and his musicianship? No.
I'm not a big fan of Prince. I mean, I think he's he's a great guitarist. But
he played more than just guitar.
No, he's a multi-instrument, yeah. But I mean,
he could play circles around some of those other ones too. Oh, be quiet.
But I'm not a huge Prince guy. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I don't actively dislike it, but I'm not like crazy about it either. Like I don't go out of my way to listen to Prince.
So, okay, top 5 bands or musicians from the 80s that are your favorites. We already know Depeche Mode is on that list. So what are your
all right.
favorites
So
from the
from the
80s?
80s,
And it can include rock, pop, synth, goth.
Coil.
From the 80s?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Jan.
They
Prince
formed
was
in
amazing.
Coil formed in 82, I think. So I'd say Coil. Depeche Mode is definitely up there. I don't know. It's a very difficult list because there's bands that I absolutely adore, like Skinny Puppy, and I mean, I love The Cure. Jesus
Simply
Mary Jane.
Red. Yeah, Simply Red. You told me you like that Bronsky beat, or is
I
it
love
just that
Bronski Beat.
song?
No, I like a lot of the Bronski Beat stuff. Yeah, that album's great. That what is that?
Favorite band of all time is Steely Dan, says Jan. Yep, I grew up on Steely Dan, got them on my playlist, especially with Shannon and I, between the both of us for March or growing up. Man, what a list we have. I love The Cure. Richard Smythe is still the master of mope. What's mope?
He's mopey.
Oh, mopey. Okay.
um,
Peter Gabriel, so album Depeche Mode, Kate Bush, Brian Ferry. Yeah,
yeah, I love Brian Ferry too.
it's a little odd, but yeah. Now Brian Ferry, I believe, he was the lead singer of Roxy Music, right?
Yes.
Because that guy's channel, I didn't realize because he was talking about Brian Ferry's solo album, Guys and Girls or something. It was and I listened to it. I said, because I always thought Brian Ferry was the one that's saying, "Don't pay the ferryman." But no, that was Krista Berg, who did Lady in Red later on.
Yeah.
But so I listened to it one night and I'm like, yeah, some song. But I ended up picking up. So yeah, I'm starting to learn. I'm like, oh, that's who, I heard, so I'm starting to get into old music that I really hadn't heard before. Come on.
Yeah, I like Roxy
noise. Yep. I was 12 when that came out.
Yeah, Quiet Riot was great. Twisted Sister, I was a huge Twisted Sister fan when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Huge. Did you paint up? Did you do the glam like them or no?
No.
Never was for fun. My first boyfriend looked just like Axl Rose. I'm sorry. I never found him. Sorry. Mechanics. Mechanics. Genesis early on, really. Abacab, I mean, that's a great, my brother, when he was alive, his favorite band was ELO. And I grew up on, I like some of their songs. But my brother was, now I don't know if you like this band, but they're back on tour after all these years. And their new drummer is a female.
Oh,
and she had to learn as best as she can.
That's a tough gig.
She did it. I mean, people were, so for people who don't know, I just lost the name of the band in my head.
Come on. It's one syllable. Come on.
Rush. Thank you. Rush. I mean, Pert was an incredible drummer. I mean, he was up there. Jason Bonham, Pert, Neil, but Neil Peart, was amazing on drums. And they got a female drummer and they played her and him next to each other. And she was just like, a lot of people are like, oh, you got a girl. Shut the fuck up. Girls can play just as good as the guys, if not better. And she just blew people away. I mean, everyone's just going, oh, and yep. So Rush is on tour. If you can see them. But have you seen her play though? Oh
yeah,
my
God. I've saw the videos. Yeah.
God.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's I mean, anybody feeling in for that is
those are big shoes to
hard.
fill.
Yeah, that's hard. So, yeah.
My first love looked like Patrick Swayze. Oh, and Corey Feldman together. Well, that's different. Hey, but if it worked, I remember going to Rush and Jefferson Starship. Yeah.
Oh my
We
God.
built this city. But I guess later on, she said that she did not like that music. She was kind of like humiliated to have to sing that music. Grace Slick.
Yeah.
But that song, Sarah, that they did, I think is an incredible song from the 80s. So, well, we narrowed down to Skinny Puppy, Depeche Mode, The Cure, Bronski Beat, and there was, you couldn't think of a fifth one? Okay, Coil.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't
never heard of them.
I wouldn't put Bronski Beat in top 5 at all, but I mean, they're definitely up to, I mean,
well, the top 10, even just songs. I mean,
yeah, that's
when people ask me what do I think of when I hear the 80s, it's like Don't You Forget About Me. Simple Minds hated that song. They won't even perform that song, but to me it's an amazing song. I mean, it was their number one hit. That's big memories for me.
Way too much though. I get it. That's
West End Girls, and then you've got
Boys, I love Pet Shop Boys.
Hey, there we go. You got the brawn, I got the brains. Let's make lots of money. Really, Duran Duran has been around in the beginning with the music. Oh, and then I found out Morton Harkett from Aha, he does have Parkinson's, and he's not even singing anymore now.
That sucks.
Breaks my heart. It really, really does. That some of these people like Keith Richards.
Oh my God.
And these guys who have been on hard drugs their whole life, and they're still functioning. And my Morton, who, clean, healthy lifestyle, boom, Parkinson's. I mean, it's just,
yeah, I mean,
sunglasses at night. Yep. What's love got to do with it? Yep.
I can't believe just pulling out a Corey Hart song. That's crazy.
Yep. To me, that's, of all of his songs.
I did not like Duran Duran, I have to say.
Really? Nothing from, I mean, they're still releasing albums too.
I liked,
but Simon Le Bon looks like shit now. The other guys are still taking good care of themselves, but Simon looks like he's going to give birth in a couple months. I mean, he's just,
people
no neck and like 6 months or whatever. I'm just like, damn. I went to photograph an eclipse in
Papua New Guinea. Jeez.
At work, men without work. Oh, yes. Ordinary World. Oh my God. That song brings me to tears. That came out when I was in college. Yeah.
It's not bad. Yeah. I mean, I'm just not a fan. Like,
the Reflex just turned 40 some years old. I'm like, you guys are really depressing me. It's like, just put me in my grave already, for Christ's sake. I mean, my God. The Living Years. Yeah, that's a.
Yeah.
But there's like different songs, Lou Gramm, Midnight Blue. We had Kyrie or Broken Wings. Shannon and I both love that song. To me, Tears for Fears, even their earlier stuff, Pale Shelter.
I like Tears for Fears, yeah.
And I guess he, Orzbal is, I can never remember how to pronounce his name.
Yeah, I forgot how to pronounce it.
But he's released a book, and he is part of the Woo community. I can't remember exactly, but I think he talks about astrology and things and stuff, and it's kind of like a book based on how we can learn about ourselves, our higher self. I'm just like, oh wow, She says, oh hush, I'm 66. Well, you got 10 years on me, girl. I'll be 56 in December. But still, to see the people I listen to, I mean, time after time. I mean, I know Girls Who Just Want to Have Fun is her big hit, but for me, it's some of the more, obscure ones, like off of her first album, like with Prince, When You Were Mine. Money Changes Everything. To me, I kind of like some of the obscure Cyndi Lauper. I always wanted to see her. Madonna too, but more nowadays as I'm older, more Cyndi. Madonna don't even look like Madonna anymore. But
Madonna's trying too hard. I don't understand what she's trying to do anymore.
her voice is so, yes and no. I mean, there are going to be her songs, are part of my life, Live to Tell. Oh my God. I almost got to perform that once for a school talent show in mid school, one place. And they ended up not enough people sign up and it got canceled. And I was going to, perform that. And I was like, damn. Let's see. She was on the Music Awards, and her and Patti LaBelle did Time After Time, and she signed it in ASL. Oh, wow. That's amazing. Of course, me, I got into Def Leppard, and later on, for me, Def Leppard, got into the Monkees later on. But, just those bands, Michael Jackson, the
I mean, I like early Michael Jackson, definitely. By the late 80s, I'm over it, but
yeah, it was kind of scary where he was, but yeah, the music, just a lot of the music, just some of these bands, Howard Jones is just releasing a new album, and there's not many people who leave comments on his Instagram. So to me, that's kind of cool because it's like, oh, I can comment now. And, I did the other day and I said, Howard, thank you for making my life, something in so many words, my life memorable. You're part of me grow, I just, love the music. Very uplifting, very light, not like today's music where everything has to be beeped out or it's, overtly, misogynistic, except for a Whip It, that video. Oh, good fucking Lord, that video. But,
That was great, though.
Human League. Did you ever like Human League?
Yeah. I mean, never went too deep into it, but yeah.
Obsession by Animotion. I always like that song. That's an 80s class. And of course, you can't have 80s without mentioning Kenny Loggins. What a career he's had from the 70s with Loggins and Messina, and then all the way up into the 80s, having those, those songs from my God. And now he's doing children's albums. But the last time you looked at him, he's looking good. He's taking good care of himself. And I'm like, damn, I hope I look that good when I'm that age.
I haven't seen anything with him since.
Well, there's a Professor of Rock. He's on. We used to watch him a lot.
Yeah.
I haven't watched him in a while. Shan does, but he actually got to meet him, and they've got a friendship. And I was like, wait a minute, that's Kenny. I mean, he looks good, But Danger Zone. I might have
seen that episode.
Footloose. I mean, all these. He's on these great, songs from for me, a lot of them, it's the movies, the movies might have been bad, but oh, there you go. Psychedelic Furs. Did you ever like them?
I do like Psychedelic Furs. Yeah.
They had a lot of songs. OMD.
OMD, I like. Yeah.
I'm getting into OMD a little bit more now. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, they did that song. And so that's why I like these Instagram.
I got into them later.
Music.
I didn't really listen to them in the 80s, other than obviously like the hits that were out there. But I got into them probably more in the 90s, going back. But
if you leave, don't leave now. I mean, these are all songs of my life. I mean, my God. But yeah, Hall & Oates, they're still around.
Yeah, I'm not a Hall & Oates guy, but Lexi loves Hall & Oates.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Flashdance. There's a lot of songs that, people that were obscure, but again, I love a lot of the 80s soundtracks because you have these obscure songs. I'm like, yes, so a lot of those end up playing on my the break-in movies with the breakdance craze. My cousin Louise loved those movies.
Yeah, I love breaking. Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Cool. Ain't nobody that be better. Sorry, I was listening to my Blondie. Yes.
Yeah, I was okay with Blondie. You know, hit or miss for me, but
Once in love and it was a gas. Soon to know. Big pain in the ass. She said that one line in there, and I was like, when nobody was home, I said, "Oh, I can say that word," because I was saying, because I was like latchkey kid, and I wanted to be a singer when I was younger. So I had parallel lines. I had their greatest hits. I had Pat Benatar live. I would play those, the Go-Go's, and I would just sing, and that was going to be my gig as I got older. And she did that live at the Catalyst, not for me. So I'm assuming that's a club. The Catalyst.
no.
She was one of the ones that the first bands at CBGB's, Yeah. It's just
She was early.
incredible. It's just amazing that they end up closing that place up. I mean, you go in there, you have to leave and get a tetanus shot afterwards.
Yeah, it was a shithole,
Yep.
It was
and then she's in the league.
such a shitty neighborhood too at the time.
There was I know this much is true. Why can't I think of these bands' names?
Oh,
Did you like them?
what the hell band is that?
I know this much is true. Stand Up LA. Sometimes she guy gets that very last line. Brass in Pocket, the Pretenders. That was a great song from the 80s. They had a couple. Tears.
Yeah.
Yep, we mentioned Tears for Fears.
I
I beat you to it, Jan.
Too slow.
Yeah. But
yeah, I mean, there's so many good bands. It was a really
songs
good band.
from that's like St. Elmo's Fire. There were songs on there that
was a good soundtrack. Yeah.
Didn't make it to the
Honestly,
my God.
all of those Brat Pack albums had all those Brat Pack movies had good soundtracks.
Yeah. Hazy Shade of Winter that was redone by the Bangles. They did a good job.
They did a great cover of that. Yeah.
And I liked their
Bangles.
Yeah, I'm more of a Go-Go's girl, but that album Eternal Flame that they released. No, yeah, it's called the album Eternal Flame. That song is okay, but there are so many other great songs on that. I used to listen and play because I was learning drums too at that time. Then you get into like L7 in my 20s, but now I'm leaving the 80s and going into my 20s and the 90s.
The 90s. Well, when did the first album come out? That
L7, I think it was 89 or something. Yeah. But then, of course, you had, Will Smith. That was fun. Rob Bass. We just lost Rob Bass. He was like my age. I think he was like a year, maybe two, if that, older than me. And I'm like, holy shit, these people are starting to die, especially from my generation.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's incredible. Santana. Yeah.
I hate Santana.
Do tell.
I just do not like it. Do not like him.
I don't think he really sang. He just was mostly a guitar player.
Yeah, I just didn't like most of the music. Yeah. I just don't like that. I don't know. I'm not a...
You're not guitar rock. You're more synth rock, right?
I'm very much guitar. Honestly, I like a lot of guitar stuff. But...
Frampton comes alive. There you go, Jan.
Thank God.
I'm not a big Frampton fan, but... Benny and June soundtrack had a couple songs.
That had a good couple songs on it, yeah.
That was an incredible role that people were saying that
exactly.
Gabrielle should have gotten an award for because he, playing that. I mean, I remember watching that and my heart just breaking, But I knew the minute you said you didn't like Eric Clapton.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like Floyd. He doesn't like Pink Floyd.
Oh, I just like.
I love David Gilmour. I liked everything, that was after The Other Idiot. I mean, but yeah. Learning to Fly is on my list. I love that song. Fly Like an Eagle by Steve Miller. That's a classic for me for 80s.
I mean, I'll listen to Steve Miller over Pink Floyd any day.
Ooh. City of Angels, Santos. Oh wow. Okay. There, Jan. There, Jan. You're going to come and talk music with me one night. Well, we don't have pussy pants here. But no, this is the more we different, because then he mentioned a band that I might like. I never heard of Coil. I might go and listen to them, and I might,
Yeah, I don't know if you would or not. Yeah, you might.
I don't know, but you liked Tears for Fears, and I like Tears for Fears, so But
yeah, I like Tears for Fears.
We couldn't do a show without talking about music, Tom.
Oh,
We did it.
Exactly.
We did it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. There's got to be other I love Current 93. I love Psychic TV. I absolutely love
Psychic TV. Those are bands.
Yeah.
Wow. What about that band? Pop music.
Let's
Talk about pop music. Talk about. I saw a performance on one of the Instagram channels of that. I was just like, wow. But still, you listen to it. Thomas Dolby, he was all keyboards. Did you like him?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Thomas Dolby.
Dun 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 dun. S S S S A F F F F E E E E T. Get it? Safety dance.
Yep, safety dance.
Do. Thomasville used to play the trumpet with his nose. Thomasville. Thomas Dolby?
I don't know who Thomasville is. Yeah. I love Devo, Jen. Yeah. I mean, Devo is great. Oh, Thomas Dolby. Okay. We lost Heather. Uh-oh. 80s U2 I did like. And REM. I love REM. REM I love. Yeah. She was naming too many bad bands, so the internet had to turn her off. I'm gonna text her. Let's see if she's coming back. Up, she's gone. Yeah, REM I absolutely love. Like they are one of my go-tos. Not What's the Frequency. Well, I mean, What's the Frequency, Kenneth was okay, but I don't like. Automatic for the People is probably my cutoff point for REM. So what is that, like 94? I guess. I think What's the Frequency, Kenneth was the next album. On the next album after that, but I love I love like Fables of the Reconstruction, Murmur, those albums. I absolutely love that era, that mid 80s era. REM is just fantastic. Oh, she lost power.
Hey.
Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry. I had to mute for a second. So she lost power, so I don't know when she'll be back. Yeah, I do love Warren Zevon. Yeah. Warren Zevon was great. I really, really like Warren Zevon. Did you hear? So, Jan, are you familiar with the album that he did with everybody from REM that's not Michael Stipe. The Hindu Love Gods. It's called. They do an amazing cover of Raspberry Beret. Highly recommend that. Look it up. I'm sure it's on YouTube if you search for Raspberry Beret, Hindu Love Gods. So good. I think it's just self-titled. I think it's Hindu Love Gods self-titled. I think. Yeah. Let's see their albums. Yeah, it's just a self-titled album. It's really good. It's a bunch of it's all like covers. It's really good. I figured I'd give it a few minutes, see if she comes back. But yeah, I definitely recommend checking it out. It came out like sometime in the 90s, I think, that got released. I think they used to just do it like live, and then they ended up recording an album and then released it. And I think it kind of went out of print for a while, and then I know it just came out like again on vinyl recently. I think on a record during a record store day. I didn't pick it up though. I should have. But I don't know. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I will go. I don't know what's going to happen with the stream, but I don't know what else to talk about. And I think it's just me and you, Jan. Oh, Audra's still here too. Yeah. It said, yeah, I think you said REM. Yeah, you too. I saw. One last thing for Audra. I saw you two in '92. They were really good live, and I saw REM on their Green tour, and that was really good. That was the only time I saw them, but it was a fantastic show. But, all right. Hopefully, Heather comes back and turns the stream off. But otherwise, it was good seeing everybody. And we'll do it again another time. All right. Bye.